Hey folks, what's going on? I will be getting started shortly. I'm running a benchmark just to check something. I'm testing the anisotropic filtering quality. Here, I'll switch over to game. I'm not going to have the camera on again tonight because for the folks who are watching this afterwards, I'm also kind of testing to see what kind of performance impact streaming has, if any. I tested a minute ago with the anisotropic filtering on 8x, and I got 102 frames on average, and that dropped all the way to 86. But I wasn't streaming when I tested the 8x last time. I'm going to test it again just real quick. Because now I know that 102 is what I got last time. And if there's a big difference from last time, I'll know that it was the streaming and not the change in the graphics setting. I don't know exactly what the filtering does. If I just had to hazard a guess, I would say that it probably makes the textures come through a little nicer or something. I don't know for sure, Appius. If anybody knows, let me know. But someone was suggesting that I try this. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, and I think it'll impact the frame rate a lot. But I could be wrong. So I'm testing it to see whether I just ran my mouth and didn't know what I was talking about, you know, to learn my lesson, or if I just happened to be right and get lucky. It's one way or the other. I didn't really know the question, and I kind of ran my mouth. Just sometimes I should test things before answering. So, hey, welcome everybody tonight. Regina, Pilgrim, Dragon of Doom, No Game, No Life, Adam. Thank you, everybody. Oh, yeah, man, streaming has a huge impact. It's having a huge... I'm losing like 20 frames just encoding the video, and that is very odd that that's... Well, actually, it's not odd. I'm using my graphics card to do the encoding when I'm on stream. But yeah, I'm losing about a 20% of my frame rate running the streaming. See, yeah, that's crazy. That's a huge frame loss. Or, no, I don't think I am. No, I'm streaming using my CPU. My bad, my bad. So, that's interesting. My CPU is only 11%, 12% utilized at the moment. Here, I'm going to run the benchmark one more time out of curiosity. I'm going to watch my CPU usage. The streaming part of my CPU is only using about 12% of it in total. I want to see what that usage goes up to while the benchmark's running, and theoretically it should be using the CPU more with the game running. I don't know, I'm going to run this, see what the statistic is here. Stream. Here. Yeah, see, Warhammer is only using an additional maybe 10% of my CPU. Like right now with this going, I'm only about 21% CPU usage. My guess is this, though. Warhammer 2 is kind of an old engine, and in the older Total War engines, speed was everything. Like, the faster your single 1 or 2 cores were, the better. And my guess is Warhammer's still very much that way, and when I start streaming, even though I have enough cores to do it, when you start running more cores, the speed of each individual core has to go down some. And so I'm guessing that's why we see the big performance drop off here, because my processor is going to run each core slower when it engages more of them, and when I'm not streaming and I'm not using as many cores, it's able to run them faster. And so what that tells me is that this game is still very much dependent on CPU core speed. This kind of makes me want to get a better capture card and start running my games through a capture card, but honestly, Total War is one of the only games that still runs stupid like this. Every other game I have would run just fine without hurting performance because they're not CPU bottlenecked because of an outdated engine. So it's kind of weird. My CPU is not anywhere near utilized, but it's the way that Warhammer uses your CPU that it works against you. So I mean, this game continues to need some pretty serious updates in terms of, but I didn't actually see much of a performance difference, honestly, between those. So I'm gonna go ahead and engage it and turn it on. Yeah, this game needs some major engine updates. This kind of stuff is very old behavior. Almost any new game, including like Three Kingdoms, just doesn't behave this way. Like Total War Three Kingdoms behaves totally different in a much better way. So, much better way. I thought everyone wanted only 60 FPS. I get 40 at best. I mean, personally, Regina, I want the frames to go as fast as my monitor can refresh. If you have a 60 hertz monitor, 60 frames per second is really all you need. My monitor will refresh up to 144, and so ideally, what I would love to have, just being selfish, is every game running at a minimum 144 hertz so that the monitor's refresh rate is running great with the frames. That's ideally what you would want to have. Warhammer is a different kind of title, right? I don't expect it to run that fast all the time because you get thousands of little units on the battlefield, and that really is going to take a toll on any system, especially if you're asking it for a lot of detail. So I don't expect it to run at 100 and something hertz all the time, especially not in the middle of a big battle, but I would like them to make it better.
Bow before RAKARTH.
You can only really tell the difference between 40 and 70. Now, I can tell the difference for sure. Anything below 60, it's very easy for me to tell when it's below 60. Between 60 and 120, I can still tell a difference, like in the smoothness of the way the camera moves around your screen and all that other stuff. I do have a 240 hertz monitor as well. I can't tell much difference between 120 and 240, but I can certainly tell a difference all the way in that range up to 120. Now, maybe it's different for everyone, and it's probably different depending on the game a little bit. Like, having below 100 frame rate in Warhammer probably isn't the biggest deal. The reason why I'm kind of being a turd and just wanting max frame rate is because it's better for recording. Like, the faster my frames are, the smoother my recording will be. Because honestly, when you're playing, I don't think it makes a ton of difference in a strategy game with stuff way over 60 hertz, probably. I don't know. Who knows? It's not that big a deal.
All shall behold my great...
How are y'all doing tonight? We've already got over... how many people we got here? Let's see how many people we got here tonight. I'm actually going to zoom this out. I hate the way that YouTube presents this. Got 75 folks here right now. Thanks for being here. Hopefully we'll get more people joining as we go along. It's always fantastic to have you all here. I'm excited to keep the RAKARTH campaign going. So... And plus, I'm waiting on all my mods to update so that I can start playing Grom again. So this is perfect. We'll sneak a RAKARTH campaign in here. Almost all of my mods have been updated. So we'll go ahead and sneak in this RAKARTH campaign before we get back into Grom. Unfortunately, the folks who are a big fan of the Grom campaign are used to waiting anyway. Uh-oh. Appius, are you losing duels? No one likes Grom anyway. Hey, you may not like Grom, Regina, but we all know you like his cooking. Grom has the most delicious of cuisines. They're untouchable. Alright, so we're getting ready to go free the animals in the Altdorf Zoo. And in order to do this, we're probably going to need another army, and we're going to need to get this army ready to go face what we might find in Altdorf, which is likely some pretty deadly units, like Demigryph Knights or Reichsguard, rocket batteries, handguns. We're going to need to be ready. We're definitely going to need to be ready. So, let's see here. Get back in. I'm going to go ahead and end another turn. I'll be honest, making us some big income. think it's all those bonuses we get there.
There's no ends to war!
Thank you, I like video games. I also like video games. Appreciate the 5. Thanks for the support. That is an appropriate name. I definitely like me some video games. I doubt that any of us would be here tonight if that were not the case. But thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Thank you for being here tonight. I'm trying to think, like, I definitely remember the first time I played a video game. I think it was in, again, this is gonna age me. I was probably 4 or 5 years old, which would put the time frame somewhere in like 87 or 88. And my aunt got us a Nintendo for Christmas, the old NES. And I remember playing, you know, Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt. We even had the one with like the track meet. We had like the power pad thing you could run on. And then we also had The Legend of Zelda. And that stuff got me absolutely hooked.
Before RAKARTH.
Got me absolutely hooked. It was good times.
Pain favors me.
Yeah, anyway, there you go. I think I've admitted to you all that I'm old. So...
Beasts. Rampage.
I never played a Commodore 64, but I did play some games on an old IBM DOS machine that my dad had for his work computer a long time ago. We'd put like the 5 1/4 floppy disk in it, and you'd have to type in like the execute code for the game and stuff. So as far as computer gaming, I did play a few games on 5 1/4 floppy when I was really little on a DOS machine. And even when I was a little older, it was very common, like all the way up until the early 90s, to where if you were gonna say, even when you had a CD, like my first games that came on a CD-ROM, which was insane, by the way, that you could have one CD-ROM instead of having like 6 3.5-inch floppy disk or something. You could have one CD-ROM with your game. And I would put the CD-ROM, and I remember one of the games I played was a Star Trek game. And you'd have to put the CD-ROM in, and then I'd have to switch over to the D drive, which was my CD-ROM. So I'd have to type in like a D:/enter. It'd switch DOS over to the D, and then I'd have to type in like, you know, whatever the executable file was, you know, it would have a name. So you'd have to look it up by looking at the directory, which is like a dir or some other command, and you'd look it up, find the executable file, and then you'd type it in, hit enter, and then the game would start off of DOS. And I remember the first time I actually played a game through Windows. It was a very weird experience. And then I also remember when it switched over to Windows 95, and that was the first time when I would turn my computer on and it would just go straight to Windows. Because normally if you wanted to go to Windows, like Windows 3.1, you had to, you know, type in windows.exe and then it would load into Windows. But your computer would load to DOS. And then eventually Microsoft kind of just had Windows take over. Yeah, I mean, it was fun stuff back in the day. It's fun stuff. Sometime during Warhammer 3, their Chaos, hang on, what are people asking about? When do you think Beastmen will get updated? Yeah, my guess is also probably when... I think it's either going to happen in the last DLC of Warhammer 2, or I think it's going to happen when Game 3 comes out. So, I don't know. It's close. I think it's going to be timed somewhere around there. But I don't know exactly which one, obviously. And even if I did know, which I don't, I'm going to go ahead and tell you I don't. But even if I did know, obviously I wouldn't be able to tell you because I'd be under an NDA. But I'm not under any NDAs for like Warhammer information right now with Creative Assembly. And like I said, if I was, I wouldn't have told you that. Because then I would probably be breaking it. So... that's what someone who knows would say. Hey, think what you want, Regina. But typically when I'm under an NDA, I can't even say something to like hint to you all that I'm under an NDA for it. So I wouldn't say anything about it, period. Like I just wouldn't talk about it. That's what I normally do. If y'all haven't noticed, especially when stuff starts leaking, when we get close to a DLC, like stuff will be leaking and you all notice that I don't say anything about it, or I just kind of go along with whatever people are saying. Yeah, it's because I can't say anything. Because I usually know about it by the time there's been leaks and stuff like that. So... And Air definitely doesn't want to get blacklisted by CA because I like these games and CA is nice and I don't want to screw them over. They treat us really good. There's no reason for me to do something like that. I wouldn't want to do that. And I would like to continue to get early access so that we can play it together. And then, of course, selfishly, so I get to play it early, right? I'm going to be honest. Like, I mean, I don't think any of us would disagree that we wouldn't want to play it early. Pilgrim says, so you're obvious under NDA that Gorbel has won the next election since you never brought it up today. That's right. Now you get it, Pilgrim. Now you get it.
Dragon Master. RAKARTH is supreme.
Oh, Gorbel. That lovable scamp.
Submit to me.
He's such a misunderstood politician, you know? People always think the worst of him, but he's just misunderstood. I'm gonna trade in the Dark Shards for some Shades with Great Swords, I think. Because they're better multi-purpose. So we'll trade those in. And I think I want some Sisters of Slaughter again. These can be really good against the Empire. They don't have great missile resistance, which is not ideal, but they're good against most Empire infantry. So let's go ahead and start getting all this trained so we can head to the zoo and take care of business. How long is our Black Arc still? Hey, Gorguts! Thanks for the 5. He says, Air the best. I disagree. See, I think Gorguts, the Impaler, is the best. Thank you, Gorguts. Appreciate you being back again. It's good to see you here again tonight. Thank you for the support and for being here on these streams. I was so excited to stream. Like, I was having so much fun with these streams and this campaign last week that I was actually really sad that it was like the weekend and I wasn't going to get a chance to stream for like 4 days straight. I'm getting to where... Obviously, I still like making videos, or else I wouldn't be doing it, but I'm getting to where I really just like streaming better because I get to play the game, and then I get to have you all interact with me here. And I think it's fun when you all get to leave the comments live, and I can interact with it. You give me ideas, we get to name stuff, like come up with things. Like, I find it a very fun way to play the game. It's kind of almost like the same way as I enjoy sitting down and playing Halo in co-op mode with friends. Like this is like kind of a giant co-op mode in a way. They get to play with you all. But yeah, thanks again, Gorguts. You are appreciated. Alright, here we go. Let's get our units recruited. I think it was going to be 4 turns, and we're zoo-ward bound. We're going to start a second army, too. Phoenix has agreed. Active audience interaction is nice. Many of your videos, you already engage us to post a comment, but this is superior because we're conversing actively. Yeah, see, I like it better too. And again, I'm not gonna stop making videos, and I'm trying to make this one with the camera off and stuff. And occasionally, I'll ask questions for people who are watching it afterwards. Right? My goal is to try and engage people still, and make this as friendly as possible because it's obviously difficult. Like most of the world's timing doesn't work with when I stream. It's another reason why I probably would never just switch over to only streaming. But I mean, some part of me would like it because that's part of the reason why I started this channel is because I like playing games, right? And we're going to record playing games. And you'll notice on my channel, occasionally I'll make some stuff that's edited, but I tend to stray away from like heavily edited videos and scripted videos because number one, I don't like them. Number two, I don't feel like it's what my channel does. If you do like that stuff, there's a lot of people making it, and there's plenty of places to watch it, but since I don't enjoy it, that's not what I want to get sucked into. That's what YouTube rewards a lot more of from an algorithm standpoint, but I just don't like it. HB, thanks for the 5. He says, "Hey, Air, I suck, so it's nice to experience the game vicariously through you. Could you rename a dinosaur to C:/Stegodon or Carnosaur?" Yes, we can. I love that name, by the way. Appreciate the DOS throwback, and thanks for supporting HP and being here tonight. I'm sure that you can get good at the game. Like, I mean, look at me. I've been playing all these years. Shouldn't I be a pro? And I'm not. So, I mean, you don't need to be feeling bad if you say you're not good. We put a .exe here. Yeah, there we go. C:/Carnosaur.exe. I think the slash is the wrong way, though. Did the slash go this way? I think it was this slash. Anybody in the chat help me confirm? But thanks, HP. Thanks for being here tonight. See, Appia says he does enjoy editing his videos. Yeah. See, I think it's different for everybody. Like, it's kind of fun for me to learn some different video editing stuff, but I just don't have a lot of time to dedicate to it. Obviously, occasionally I will. Like when I make a computer building video, or, you know, like the, what do you call it, the cinematic campaign, stuff like that, I'll do the editing. It's fun to learn. It's a cool thing, and I can very much appreciate the level of talent and skill that it takes to do that at a professional level, because even just dipping my toe in the water with some amateur editing, you start to realize just how much work goes into a lot of these different YouTube videos and movies and shows and stuff. Like, it is incredible the talent and the artistic thought that these people have to edit it the way they do. Like, it is very much interesting. So is it the from left sloping down to right, or the right sloping down to left? I think it's the left to right. Like, or sorry, from right to left. Hey, Stefano, welcome back. Thanks for being here tonight. Good to see you. Chromium says it's from the left to the right. The other people at Google says... Alright, so HP says, Google says it's the one going from left to right too. I think that's the one we used. So Kothik... Hang on, so Karan Kar declared war on Kothik, so we're just gonna enter on the side of our ally.
You have crossed RAKARTH.
You all just changed the perspective of my childhood.
Severe.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't really enjoy the editing that much. I will definitely do it on occasion, like I said, for like the cinematic campaign, because it's different. It challenges me to get out and do something different. And then I think there's a certain people, like certain viewership that really likes that type of thing. And so I'm happy to give it to them. But you'll notice that I can't do it for all my videos because it takes a long time. Like, it takes me hours of work to get like a 1 hour cinematic campaign video. And if I did that with all my videos, you all would get like 2 or 3 videos a week tops, if that. And it would take a lot of time away from streaming and other stuff like that. And I don't want to do that. Again, 1, because I don't enjoy it. 2, because it's just waste time and I can't make as many other videos. But where I can mix it in, I like to. For those who enjoy it. The Archaon campaign, where we did the cinematic stuff, it's one of my all-time favorites.
Witness my strength, Brachus.
The Empire does not know what's about to hit them at Marienburg.
The weak scream for mercy.
Hey, Will Clausen, thanks for the 5, and thanks for being here again tonight. Appreciate all your support, Will. I know I've had you around on a bunch of streams and videos and everything. He says, thanks for the hours of entertainment. If you're taking a quest, can one of the Beastmasters be called Steve Irwin, if not already? You know what? I was just about to recruit a Lord. So, perfect timing. Let's see, Weapon Master or Tactician? I feel like Steve Irwin should be more of a Weapon Master. But perfect timing, Will. Thanks for the support, and here we go, folks. I love Steve Irwin. It still makes me sad every time I think about what happened to him like all these years later. I didn't even know the guy. And I certainly think it's crazy to be going around crocodiles and snakes and all that kind of thing. But how could you not like that guy? He just seemed so great. And then you see his kids, and he just looks like he's got great kids and his wife and stuff, so it just made it that much more sad, because, I have a family, and I can't imagine what that would feel like. Especially when he got stung, and probably knew something was going wrong, and that's like the last thought you have in your head is like, oh man, my family, like, they're gonna have to go through this. Like, that had to be terrible. Like, I'm sure from a personal standpoint, I can't imagine Steve Irwin ever, like, blaming the stingrays or wanting to kill all stingrays, because that obviously wasn't his MO, and he probably wasn't worried that, you know, he died doing what he loved, but I can't imagine that that feels good, like, knowing that you're about to leave your family alone. Alright, let's see. I can't go near stingrays due to his death. Yeah, it was sad. I was actually pumping gas at a gas station. They had like the little TV screen above it. I was living in Utah at the time. I was doing some school, and it came on. It's like, Steve Irwin died, and I was like, what? It was just like, no. it was terrible. It was terrible. This is how you do it, crikey. Regina, if I got it wrong, tell me.
Beast
Alright, here we go.
Commander, High Beastmaster.
We just need some cheaper units to help staff this army for the time being. His daughter has her own animal show. It's pretty good. I think she's the one. She just got married recently too. And then the son is like a spitting image of Steve. It's pretty cool to see him doing that.
Born to command.
My mom literally woke me up early in the morning before school to tell me about Steve Irwin because I was such a huge fan growing up. Yeah, it was really a sad deal. I think it was neat, like, obviously I'm not about, like, wasting animals and, you know, taking care of animal habitat and, you know, stuff as best you can, right? Within being sensible. I'm sure I wouldn't have gone as far as Steve, but you just had to respect the guy because he just knew so much about all the animals and, you know, handled them really well and all that stuff. And obviously nature is unpredictable. You know, and then not only that, like, you get stung by a stingray, the likelihood of it, like, barbing you in the heart, obviously very low. And so it's just, it was horrible. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go over here just real quick and kill Lewin and knock out Castle Artois just to get these guys off my back real quick while I'm getting the second army ready, and then we'll declare war on the Empire and roll right through Marienburg. Yeah, exactly. He respected the animals.
Master of all. Prideful humans. We are their doom.
And not only did he respect it, but he made it fun for everybody, right? You didn't have to be, like, crazy into animals, but watching him, that was fun. That was fun when you were watching him. Yeah, exactly. We're not going to let Steve Irwin get whacked by Bertonia before he's ready to go here.
My powers are growing.
Your prestige grows, my lord.
Yeah. Shut up, Crow Boy. Hey, Lewin, if so strong, why didn't you stick around and fight here, buddy? It's kind of funny how you took that town and just totally ran away. It's almost like you're a coward.
Keeping beasts is not cheap. Another day, another throne.
Yeah, it's almost like you're a complete chicken. Okay. Run away, little king, run away. I'll find you. Casualty replenishment rate when in foreign territory? Yes, please. Breeding program? Melee attack for War Hydras. Ability Frost Breath for Charybdis units? What? Abyssal Howl for Hydra units? Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good. I mean, this is pretty great right here. Oh man, I need both. Okay, I'm gonna get this one first, then we're gonna get breeding program. I only select free range Dark Elves at the local market. Exactly, Zero. I like my Dark Elves free range too.
They will surely turn
Nice and fresh, grass fed. And now here we've got Crowboy. This little fella's a beaut. Servant of Tzeentch. Like this can talk for hours uninterrupted. That advisor drives me absolutely bonkers. I hope at the end of the game you get to have a battle against him, and I finally get to just kill him, like where you don't have to listen to him anymore. And it's like every faction joins in to kill him. Because they just can't take it. Alright, there we go. Ooh, we can build this up to the top tier. Nice. Nice. Okay, we've got the makings of kind of a small army here. Let's get into the beast pins. It's gonna cost a lot of upkeep, but let's put something with little oomph in his army. And the little, oof, man, the upkeep on these wolves is actually really high. Feels like it's way too high. Let's get some feral cold ones because they're a little cheaper upkeep, and this will kind of be okay, just for the time being. And you know, we'll throw in just for good measure. Let's see, shade weapons. Costly, but let's just get a couple units of shade. That's probably about as far as I'm going to push my income.
Beasts, rampage.
Okay.
Submit to me.
We're on. Let's put on the growth. Come buff in the turn. Only his bird has killed him. Didn't it turn into Sartorial and like kill him in the first game or something? Because that was pretty great. I could use more of that.
You will pay the price.
Crowboy loses to Nurgle's champion, then ends up another mouth maggot. I like it, Senshi. I like it, Senshi. Non-aggression pact. Well, for now. I don't like giving you 200 gold, but use it well. Go get you some Kentucky Fried Vampire there, Kimmler. Alright, loyalty low for Steve Irwin.
Ferocious.
Listen here, Steve. I'm gonna need you to keep that loyalty up, alright? Let's do this right here, perform this right, because it can help. RAKARTH must have a grudge against someone called Timmy. He's always saying, submit to me. I love it. Yes, Sam.
Dragon Master.
Absolutely right. What do we get to fight against?
Birds and trees.
Really?
Rodents on the
I did turn on the AI recruitment mod, which should start to fix some of the spam. I have a mod that basically forces the AI to vary its recruitment when it can.
blood and suffering.
So it should help it a little. Yeah, that's some serious archer spam right there.
There shall be torment.
Okay, it only gets rid of these couple of reinforcements here, so it doesn't much matter. Let's just leave them all there so we can kill them all at once. I'm kind of thinking about getting the towers. That way I can get my Sisters of Slaughter up on the walls without getting shot up.
Not be defeated.
So let's do that.
My beasts shall prevail.
And who knows, maybe
Show
Lewin will
neither
show up with some
mercy or
reinforcements and we'll have to kill them all out on the open field. Super excited to see your stream, says Blaine. I just got my computer back after it was in storage for 8 months. Needless to say, your videos have been the best way to enjoy the DLC. I bought but couldn't play. Well, hey, Blaine, I'm glad you got your computer back. Thanks for joining us tonight. That would suck, man. Being away from my computer for 8 months would make me sad. Like, especially if it just meant, like, me only having my work computer for 8 months. That would be incredibly boring. I'm gonna bring Steve Irwin up here and kind of, like, I wonder if we can go into... we get into, like, Empire territory and do any raiding?
Ready to ravage.
Start earning a little cash. I've got to wait till the next turn, so let's just stay in our own territory, then we'll wait till the next turn, start raiding up the Empire a little. No Game No Life says, I wish they spammed like actual knights like every Bretonnian army does in the lore, but oh well. I've seen them do that later in the game. In fact, that vampire campaign I was... the vampire campaign I was playing, Okay, this is exactly what I thought might happen, and it did. So this is okay though. We'll kill them all on the battle
Fail
map.
me and face them.
Yeah. So I've had a whole bunch of them spam like Grail Knight stuff. It gets rough, like fighting a big stack of questing knights and Grail Knights, especially with the vampires, because that's not the kind of stuff they really want to fight. It gets crazy. Archer Nut says, "Bye, Air. I have to work tomorrow, and it's weather sensitive." All right, well, get you some sleep. Hopefully, thanks for joining us tonight. Hope work goes good. There's a company offering $2,400 or so for people to get off their screens for 48 hours. How do you go claim that money, Stefano? Sounds like easy money. I'll just go jump in my kayak and go fishing and be perfectly happy with that solution.
Beast Master.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to hit start battle. I thought I was going to start deployment. My bad.
Moving out. With pleasure. Merciless warriors. Daruki, forward.
Actually not ideal either because... is he mounted yet? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, he's got a mount.
There.
Let's bring them in behind the main line. Charybdis. Hydra. Hey! You can't put beast magic on me. I am the beast magic.
Shame.
AI trying to use beast magic on me.
Onwards to murder.
Moving. Dominate.
Alright, get my army put together. The archer spam's coming in from over here. It looks like it's maybe trying to regroup with some of that stuff in the back, and then there's like a small contingent of AI troops coming in over here. Let's get RAKARTH up. Let's come squash this. Just gonna get the rest of my army kind of all grouped up.
Immediately.
A celestial wizard over there, celestial damsel, whatever it is.
What now?
Oh, I wish I could reach over here with a blade wind. Be absolutely beautiful.
Lord of beasts.
I don't know what you dragons are doing, but look at this one. It's gonna like fly right on top of him before it does. No, I didn't say attack. I said do a breath attack, you dork. Hey, Hydra, I don't remember telling you to come out here either. When did I misclick that? I'm glad you're anxious to stomp some Bretonnians. I am too. No, I'll tell you when the time's right. There's a lot of enemies headed our way. Get back in the air. Get away from their archers for a second. Alright, they're getting their archer blob put together. Crash these knights errant. Knights of the Realm, let's give them a Carnosaur surprise. Side of Hydra. Oh, their lord came up here to sacrifice himself too. Excellent. Good stuff. These filthy archers. That's where I wish I had the wolves. Hey! What the heck is this crap? Good thing those are shades with great swords, because that guy's gonna take a beating for that. I need to get a healing potion. Okay, RAKARTH, I need you to get that mammoth under control. Alright, is that Lewin coming at us? Sure is. Look at this guy pulling through my lines. What a pull-through cheater. Alright, we're gonna have to do something about the archers. Let's kill off some of these melee units real quick, and then I'll just charge down all the archers. I mean, it's 1 Lewin and 3 dragons. This ought to be a very short fight. Like, in fact, this should be one of the shortest fights in the history of Warhammer. I mean, how did he get past 3 dragons? What am I paying you all for?
Eviscerate them!
Spreading despair. Death awaits. On to murder.
Move these back a little. Shades, can you get over here and fire back? I didn't tell you to go out here, did I? Chasing someone. Okay, great. Ribdus, kill that, please. RAKARTH, we got another rampage on our hands. You hurry up and... Forgot we can't use that on a lord or hero. That ability would be really good if you could use it on a lord or a hero. Just saying.
Great spears!
Quit shooting my sisters a slaughter. Freaking jerks. What is the AI's, like, fixation with your most expensive infantry? They have, like, an odd fixation with it. Okay, it's time to start killing a lot of archers. I'm done playing with these guys on the ground. Speaking of... Oh gosh. Yeah. Right here. Come on. Yes! Eat blades. What is Elfry and Aha? Like, what is this?
To destruction!
Can someone explain? And then, like, can someone else explain why in the world I'm taking so much damage from a paladin fighting 3 dragons amidst all my spears? Against a unit who's specifically good against large?
Eager for blood.
Shades! Merciless warriors! Murder!
Where's my sisters?
Sanisha. Mothers
I'll take my sisters around here and go start chasing some of these archers.
Sorceress of blood. Come, Bailey.
How is RAKARTH dying in here? Like, the enemy is seriously facing off against multiple beasts. RAKARTH's gonna die. He, like, can't even get out of there. He's, like, somehow pinned down by a small horse. I can't figure it out for the life of me. It's like a single Pegasus Knight pinning him down.
Shades! At once!
The Sisters of Slaughter have been completely slaughtered by archer fire. Things are just not going the way I would like here. Somehow the Bretonnian lords are just, like, immune to multiple large monsters, sailing them on basically every front.
Them bleed!
Lewin didn't die to a bunch of shades, and he's still over here fighting.
Making ground! RAKARTH triumph!
He's gotten out of several fights with multiple dragons. Getting kind of pissed off right now, to be honest. This is a really annoying army to fight. Alright, Lewin just died finally, but RAKARTH is about to die too.
Master Druki!
Your will. Advance.
Just ignore them and go start killing archers.
To destruction! Battle ready! Slaughter them!
What do we got left? RAKARTH.
Here!
Come back here and hide. One of my monsters way out here outside. Alright.
Shades!
Look at them, just gunning for RAKARTH back here. That's.
I will go! Lord of all beasts!
I think we routed them. No, they turned around. They're coming back.
Master Druki!
Oh my gosh. They've got paladins that's like Johnny Never Die.
Servant of Hecate, Shenlu, setting forth.
And of course, the archer spam rains down eternally. I've got a Stegodon berserking over there that I can't really help right now.
Back!
Come on, Hydra. Hey, kill these things. Like, kill their leadership. These peasants should already not be standing and fighting here. They've already lost their king. Rail Knights need to die. I don't understand how, like, damsels and paladins are just sitting here taking the savage beating that they are and, like, living to talk about it.
Where to? Satan dead!
Chase the archers out of here, please.
Striding!
Takes an exceptionally long time to savage a single damsel with multiple monsters.
Swiftly now!
Alright, I'm gonna risk RAKARTH death here. One of those things where the enemy should be routing, but the power bar is staying alive for much longer than it should, and it just ends up causing you extensive damage, even though you wouldn't get away with such a thing. I think my sorceress got routed now that I have enough Winds of Magic for more spells.
Master Druki! Right! Repositioning! Advance, Druki! I shall prevail!
See, look at all their stuff routing back here. My units losing their attack orders, of course. Alright, air's getting salty, folks. Few peasant archers are an insurmountable task, apparently. Okay, ignore them over there. Come kill this stuff. Just drive it off the map, and then we'll come back and get him. Ragnar says, hello, how are things? Air's irritated because I'm fighting archer spam. But otherwise, I'm good. Outside of the ridiculous archer spam brought by Batonia here, I'm pretty good.
I can!
I didn't fight it well, like, so definitely a lot of it my fault, because I fought very stupid here. I should have just bum rushed all of those archers right when they came onto the map. So this was not smart. Okay, what are you doing? Over here, get away from the archers. Quit standing. Good grief, like how many click orders do I gotta give you before you quit running towards the archers? Chase them all the way off the battlefield over here. All the way off. Yeah, thank you for the support, Ragnar. Appreciate it. I'm gonna have to get a whole bunch of different units back in this army because we got absolutely savaged here by a Bretonnian archer spam. But once that is done, again, look at the power bar here. It's only because the few of them have ammunition. Like, they don't have any actual way of winning this fight. It's just a few of them have ammunition, and so the power bar is staying up here. Like, they expect me to stand there and let them use said ammunition?
Into position!
Oh my gosh. And they just come back from routing every 3 seconds, too. See, look at this.
RAKARTH!
As soon as I give up pursuit, even though they're right next to the white line. Oh, look, we're going to come back from routing, and hopefully we're going to get a kill on RAKARTH.
Lord moving out.
Look at this! Bunch of BS. How many times do peasant archers get to come back from routing?
Battle ready!
I still got that damsel there. That's certainly not helping. And I need all my units over here, and I can't get them over here. Alright, Beastmaster. Avoid these guys and go for the archers. There we go. Did you finally decide they didn't have a chance? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Immediately!
Suck it, Bretonia. Take your peasants back home. No one likes you. Alright, I'm done being salty. 547 kills to the sorceress we probably lost permanently, and that'll be my second sorceress that we lose. I hope we didn't. Hope we didn't. We will see. Pretty sure... Did they actually kill my Hydra? Like, they killed it so much that it didn't make it to the edge of the map while it was replenishing, because it looks like that's what's going to happen. That's impressive. That's actually not super easy to do. Yeah, they did. I hate them. I hate them all.
More slaves for Karand Ka.
I hate you all, Bretonia. And they have another army right behind it. Of course they got more archer spam right behind it.
Fail me and face the lash.
Of course we got more archer spam right behind it. Alright, here we go. Aha is an 80s band.
Bow before
Yes, I don't know. Maybe that's what she's talking about, because I sure as heck don't know what it is.
Prepare the beast's lairs.
Alright, I'm going to bring Steve Irwin over here and keep him close in case we end up with more attacks.
Witness
Alright,
my
let's
strength.
put our army back together. I gotta go back into the beast pens. I lost a Hydra, which I cannot replace right now, and I'm pretty salty about it. Gorguts says, clap, clap, at least the hero's alive. Yes, that is good news. We did lose the Hydra, but yes, our hero is alive, and that is good news. So thank you, Gorguts, you're correct. Kind of helping me bring the salt levels down a notch, which I need. Dang it, I can't get my Hydra back right now, and I don't have the right available where we get a chance to pick the Hydra up. I guess a dragon could be a good temporary replacement for the Hydra. We lost all of our sisters. Every time I brought the Sisters of Slaughter, they just get slaughtered, so maybe I should just stop trying. I mean, Sisters of Slaughter are usually good, but I guess when you bring a stack of 20 archers, they don't stack up so well.
We have insufficient ranks against these.
I could stack up on Shades. The Shades double well in melee against low armor, and would probably be more useful to me than a Sister of Slaughter unit. Yeah, we could stack up on some Shades. Fight missiles with missiles.
The threat of these primitives.
An extra spearman. That's too much.
These old world peasants.
Let's drop the extra spearman and just grab the dragon.
We're going to need a bigger cage.
Okay, let's do
It
this.
would be foolish to attack.
My Shades double as infantry, so I just need enough spears to kind of help support them. And then obviously I've got infantry killing power with my monsters as well.
This wretch does
So
not respect
I'm not going to stack up too much on monsters.
They know I'm
Tired of Bretonia getting me distracted from the zoo. I'm going to the zoo, Lewin. Do you understand? Your archer spam, take a hike. It's not going to keep me from getting to that zoo. Alright? It's the way this is gonna work. Might as well just get used to it.
The threat of these primitives
Okay?
is real.
Get used to it. That's all I can say. We going to the zoo. It's happening. I won't stop streaming tonight until that zoo has been liberated. Wouldn't Dark Riders help out? Potentially. Yeah, I mean, if we had them late in that battle after I dealt with the Bretonnian cavalry, yes, they would be good. But there were so many archers there that it didn't really matter what I had. I didn't do a good job of bottling them up. So remember, all the archers walked onto the battlefield from a certain spot. I should have just immediately taken my dragons and stuff and flown in on top of them while they were all bunched up. And kept them all bunched up like that, and then sent the sorceress around to hit them with the blade wind and other stuff. Like, the best way to deal with all those archers is to not let them get onto the battlefield and spread out and make a mess of you like that. I should have bottled them up immediately
Submit to me.
into the battle, because they can't fight when the quarters are too close like that. You know what I mean? Like, they won't do any good.
Into these confines.
The fighting was much too close quarters if I pick them off right when they come onto the map.
Tremble before RAKARTH.
Is Croak a recruitable monster? I wish, Jacob. That'd be fun. Our Blade Wind was very effective against the archers. It's just there was so many of them. Oh, Pilgrim! Holy crap, Pilgrim! You don't need to be doing that. Oh, jeez. Thank you, Pilgrim. You're far too kind, sir. Way too kind. Can you all help me wah up the chat for Pilgrim? Pilgrim's awesome. He's done a bunch of support in the past. Played Vermintide 2 with me. He's played Halo with us. Pilgrim is a staple on the Discord server and in this community, and he's also a big-time supporter, so thank you, Pilgrim. I will join you on any pilgrimage you wish. I don't know if it's an all-night stream, but we are not quitting until we take the zoo. That's for sure. Altdorf Zoo will be liberated. Zoo will be liberated, Pilgrim. Those monsters will be set free in your name. Alright, we got the breeding program. I fortunately didn't lose my Charybdis. We did lose our Hydra, but the Charybdis will pick that up. Free Willy, that's right. Pilgrim, thank you so much. Appreciate all you do, and thank you for always helping me out when we're playing different games and stuff like that too. We'll get some more Vermintide another night also.
Beast Commander.
INS, so yeah, Bretonnia's got a couple of settlements that we need to knock out real quick. Alright, I'm gonna come back here, finish my replenishment. We're gonna finish what we started.
I tame the untamable.
Heck yeah, I love me some Vermintide. It was really fun. It was like a good, it's kind of like, Vermintide to me in some ways, obviously though it's very different. It's kind of like Halo in the sense that it's a really nice, just like, even though it can get pretty intense, it's kind of like a just sit back and have fun with your friends kind of game. And I appreciate those kind of games. They're fun. Look at this. Hey, Air, I got more archer spam. You want to see my archer spam? My name's Lewin. I do archer spam. Sorry, sack of Bretonnian. I should retreat and finish it, but no. He's going down, right here and now. Co-op games are my fave. Are going to be playing a 40k sequel to Vermintide. Are they going to have a 40k sequel to it? Because, if it involves more guns, then, I'm definitely down. Best part about Vermintide is Salt Spire. He's hilarious. Yeah, I'm doing good, CJ Matt. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you here again tonight. Hey, we're getting instantly in their face. I'm gonna put my shades up here and start melting anything they deploy. And then we are going to start here. Stefano, what are you doing? Stefano, man, you guys don't have to do this. You guys don't need to do this. Thank you, Stefano. You're... Good grief. Thank you. Again, very generous. Appreciate the way you all are supporting the channel, but I mean, you don't have to do that. Thank you. Stefano says, I'll take your donation, Pilgrim, and up the betting pool. No, no one needs to up the betting pool. Air is doing just fine. Air is doing just fine. We don't need to do that. Don't worry. The zoo liberation is a courtesy. You know, I don't need to be compensated for it. I'm happy to go wreck Altdorf. You all help me thank Stefano, please. Stefano, appreciate it. I'm definitely looking forward to helping you with the computer build when the time comes too, so I'm glad you got involved in the Discord. Yeah, take that, filthy Bretonnian scum. How do you like your missile spam? You like it with a side of shades? How about a nice serving of screw you?
No mercy to destruction. The merciless host.
What? Ragnar! Holy... Guys, thank you. It is appreciated, but really, you don't need to do this. Air's doing just fine. Doing just fine. Ragnar says, for the zoo hammer. Thank you, Ragnar. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it, but trust me, like the zoo is going down. No donation war necessary, okay? Thank you, Ragnar. Completely out of control. The bois is out of control. Holy cow. I definitely don't deserve this from you all. And thank you for the support. What is that's Lewin. I was like, why in the world is this, whatever it is, not dying faster? Because it's Lewin. Okay, we killed a bunch of the archers. Alright, Lewin's getting chewed on by a Charybdis, a dragon, so he should be in a not so great place in life. What is this guy, like the strongest Bretonnian lord ever? There's no way they're surviving this stuff. Mark! Oh my, what? Oh my goodness. We love you, Aaron, you do deserve it all. No, I don't. Just a guy making YouTube videos and I like doing it for you. What if I told you all that Air was an evil monster who hates fluffy kittens? Would that make it stop? Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Pilgrim, Ragnar, Stefano. Thank you all. Thank you. Again, you're way too kind. This unnecessary. I appreciate it. I'll put it to use for the channel, but I'm telling you all, we're good. There's no need. As long as you don't hate fluffy puppies. Well, not fluffy puppies, you know, like the Vargulf. Air likes Vargulfs. But like I said, if it deters you all, then yes, I hate kittens. They're so mean and evil. Evil kittens. Oh my gosh, we can absolutely just run over, and Lewin's somehow alive back here still. And look at this mounted yeoman winning a fight against shades with great swords. I mean, is there any amount of CA, please, that can properly show my frustration at that? Here comes another paladin. Gonna lose my sorceress again. I don't have enough support units over here. Alright, come help the sorceress, people.
No survivors. Battle ready.
And my dragon's out killing archers. The archers are just gonna keep coming back from routing over and over again. RAKARTH, leave those archers. They're a long ways back there. Let's just leave them to themselves. Paladins, kill him. I'm probably losing more units. Alright, my sorceress got safe at least momentarily. Let's take her and see if I can get her out of harm's way at this point.
Feeding victim.
Start smashing archers. Few exceptions. Alright, RAKARTH, let's come back here.
Death and despair.
Alright, dragons, just keep pouncing all over archers. Is this Lewin again? Kill him. How does this guy come back with like 1 hit point all the time? The Lewin BS level is way too high. You all come help back here. Just let the dragons handle the archers. They'll keep pushing them back. Okay, can we kill these Knights Errant, please? Again, Knights Errant winning a melee, a prolonged melee against Shades with greatswords. Again, Knights Errant. Not Grail Knights. Not Grail Guardians. Knights Errant. The unit, not particularly good in a prolonged melee.
Ready to move. Nagarothi, this is done.
Right, Shades, can we get up here and own these filthy archers finally? Is that Lewin? Oh my gosh. Did you all not see how many attack orders I clicked on my dragon against Lewin? He's not even healing. He has 75 hit points. There. Good heavens. I wish when I had a character with 75 hit points that they were that hard to kill. You know what I mean? Like that no matter how reckless I was with them, how many times they approached units that they definitely shouldn't have been approaching, that somehow they just kept managing to live.
Bloody murder.
You know? I'd like a little of that. Spoon me up some of that.
Battle ready. Moving out.
And didn't I just kill Lewin in that other battle? How is he back already? Wasn't it like 2 or 3 turns? That guy must have had like the quickest convalescence. Do they have a really good hospital in Coron?
RAKARTH.
I can't imagine a peasant hospital being all that effective. Alright, there we go. We put enough pressure on the archers that they're going to go ahead and rout a little quicker this time. Alright, still not pretty, but better than I did last time. Better than I did last time. I'll take it. Alright, go back and say thanks to everybody again here. Dawn Shield says, don't have much to give. Love you. Keep up the work. We should play a game sometime. Dude, I'll play a game with you anytime you... Well, I mean, anytime I'm available. Dawn Shield, like, anytime, like, U.S. Central after 8. Came in with a message. I'll try and get a game with you, okay? Definitely for you, man. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for the support, and I'm excited for you. You said you're getting married soon, too, right? Appreciate it, man. Very kind. Make sure I get over here and say thanks to everybody else, too. Mark Raddick, thank you again. The 100. Holy cow, Mark. Thank you so much. I wasn't able to pay attention to chat during all that, so if you were trying to tell me anything, Mark or Ragnar, thank you, Ragnar. Super chatting the 52. Stefano, 51, says take your donation, Pilgrim, and up it. Pilgrim, thank you. You all are absolutely fantastic. I hope people who don't watch this back be like, oh, he just sits here and says thank you. I don't know what else to do. Like, you are too kind to me, and I feel like I can't say thank you enough. I feel like if I just say something for like 2 seconds and move on, somebody like, oh, look at that guy. Someone donated money, and he just said thanks, and then just moved right on. So I wish I knew a better way to tell you all thanks, but I mean, what I certainly can do is keep trying to make a ton of content for you, and I feel like that if I'm going to be able to help you feel like that's worth it, then that's what I'll do. Gorguts, thank you for the 5, says down the missile spam. You're darn right, man. I've had enough of that missile spam. Wouldn't let me say death to missile spam. Yeah, YouTube's going to censor you for that. But hey, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Gorguts. Ragnar says that's why we donate, because of your content. Well, like I said, you're donating, which again, you don't have to. I'm doing just fine. No one has to do that. But I mean, that's I use a lot of the money like that to try and make my content better, to try and come up with fun stuff, and then yeah, obviously Air's not out buying boats or anything else like that. Okay. Yes, not what I'm doing. Use the money to buy MSI, the whole company now. That would be fun, but I don't think we're going to be anywhere near that. I'd love to own a computer parts company. Alright, we got to replenish on that turn-in too, because we were still in our own territory, so that was really good. Because they took a loss, had to walk back into their own territory, whereas we're just replenishing very quickly. Nutrition. You bought a kayak? Well, that's true. I didn't buy a kayak, though, with my YouTube money specifically. And I guess a kayak technically is a boat. You got me there, Mark. You got me there. I do own a boat. It's 10.5 feet long, and it's made of high-density plastic, and it's paddle-powered. But I stand corrected. I do own a boat.
We shall sunder their steed.
Thanks again, Mark. Appreciate it. Oh, man. That's good. Oh.
Dominating.
I'm dying. That was perfect. Oh, man. When you get owned by a comeback and it's also a funny one, you just gotta go with it, and that was good. Oh gosh. What I'm trying to get at is I'm not like riding around in a harbor in the Bahamas in like a James Bond villain style super yacht or something like that. You should have gotten a Heptareme instead. You know, I wanted one of the big boats with all the paddles and stuff, Warner, but I can't afford all the sailors that it takes to paddle it, you know? I just can't keep up with that.
Birds and trees.
Ragnar says you should be. Air of Carthage coming to you from a super yacht parked outside of, hang on, what's the name of the capital there in the Bahamas? Is it Freeport? Air of Carthage, anchored outside of Freeport, streaming to you live from the 50-foot super yacht. I'll soon be firing the Moonraker laser if we don't get enough views or likes. Killing the entire world population. Oh, jeez.
The Dark Conference creatures are formidable.
Alright, we got another Blood Rack Medusa and a dragon. But we haven't gotten our Hydra back. But hey, that's still good. It's still good. We'll take it.
Avoid the branches, flying one.
Warner says, just call your boat the Pride of Carthage. Yes.
For Kara and Ka.
If my model paint was water resistance, I could, like, take it and, like, you know, paint a name on the side of my kayak. Of course, I mean, my artistic skills are terrible. But, you know, that would be fun. You need to do that.
Devour them.
Does Air of Carthage need sailors? You might want to ask Lewin where he finds all these peasants. I mean, you've wiped out Bretonnian populations several times over. Yes, we have. Bretonia is definitely going to be hurting for population.
Show neither mercy or restraint. Mine.
Ooh, that's some
All
fancy
mine.
loot. Don't mind if I do.
Descendant.
How do you like that, Lewin? You may be King Lewin, but I'm King Luton. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Alright, public order we're probably gonna need. I don't have this building elsewhere, so I'll actually keep that one. And I don't have a building for riders elsewhere either, so I'll also keep that one. Let's do Untainted, Canine Assassins. Okay, alright, yeah, I'm down, I'm down. I wonder how a population pool mechanic would work in DEI. It worked in Rome Total War, and I believe in Medieval 2, the population, like, if you didn't have the population, you couldn't recruit units. And when you would recruit, it would lower your population and make it take longer to have town growth where you could build a bigger town. So Total War has messed with that before. In fact, it was a feature in pretty much all those older games.
I will not.
So yeah, it was definitely a thing. And it was okay. Like, I mean, it didn't
High beast
make or
master.
break gameplay for me, but it was fun. Like, it was a good time. Construct this building before constructing the prior level. That is a lot of extra income. So we go from 30% to 50%. That's gonna be good. That's gonna pay back. They're like some a good return on investment. Also gonna want this Harpy Roost, which is quite expensive. And we should probably go ahead and put a slave pen in here. It's good to have these in every major Dark Elf settlement. That's too much money for me to spend at the moment because I'm not making much and I need to hold a little. Mark Riddick says, gotta work early, just bought a truck and spent less than planning, so I thought I'd share a little. Well, thank you, Mark. Enjoy the new truck. That's exciting to get a truck. Just thanks for all you do. Thank you, Mark, and hope work goes well tomorrow. Get you some sleep. Happy to see you any night, and really appreciate it, Mark. If you join the Discord, make sure to ping Warner and tell him who you are, and and then you can he can teach you how to at me and stuff on there. Just make sure I say hi and stuff if you end up joining. You don't have to. I'm just saying if you do, make sure so I can say hi. Don Shield says I have a server going on Ark. If you'd like to join, I can send you all the information. I've been super into Ark lately. I know like Reptile King is always playing that. He's one of the guys in the Discord there too. I've never played Ark. Yeah, I've heard some people really talk about how much they like it. I have not tried it yet. Charge bonus for Harpies, War Hydra, Charybdis. Yeah, let's do that. Eternal Hatred, Weapon Strength, Weapon Bunny gets High Elves. Sadistic. What else we get? Harpy Claw bolts. Scourge Runner chariots and Reaper bolt throwers gain Harpy Claw ammunition, which reduces enemy movement speed on a hit. Ooh, that's really cool. Pack Hunters. Don't need this Pack Hunters yet. Hex Predator. Weapon Strength for Black Dragons. That would be nice. And in order to get this, I've got to have 3 skill points in this other one. Murderous Prowess for monstrous units. Yeah, I mean, we definitely want that, so even though I don't have it right now, I might go ahead and do this Harpy Claw bolts. That would be kind of cool to have later on. Ragnar says, Heir of Carthage, why are they salt pennies and not salt licks? I don't know. Good question.
High beast master.
Good question. We had all kinds of interesting, like, names, and I'm sure you all can come up with some more funny ones right now, but we had all kinds of interesting names that we could have potentially used for the in-stream currency. Hey, Mitmat, thanks for joining tonight. Pontic Polar Bear says, is there a way to run Warhammer 2 with large units? Not a lot of lag. Well, depends on what you mean by not a lot of lag. I'm running it right now on large unit sizes, and I'm not getting a lot of lag, but if you get in a really big battle, kind of like the ones I've been in, I mean, you can expect the frame rate to drop to 30 or below FPS, like if you're running it on the settings like I am. That's just Total War. Like, it doesn't run great in the battles, unfortunately. It's just kind of how it rolls.
Bow before
I said it's a
RAKARTH.
bit unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, if you just check your graphic settings, some settings are just a waste of frame rate, like sharpening and SSAO. They're just a waste of frames. Like, turn those off. You know, tinker with your graphic settings. There's certain graphic settings, like I think shadows and a lot of stuff like that use quite a few frames. So there's different things you can tinker with, but otherwise, I mean, this game ought to run pretty smooth on, say, like high settings if you're rocking a graphics card that's somewhere in the neighborhood of like an RTX 2060 or equivalent. It ought to run pretty smooth on high settings, not ultra, but high. And on high settings, you should have the large unit sizes.
They know
I think even like a 1660 Ti with a decent processor would do pretty good on this game.
Dragon Master.
Not that you can get any of those at a good price anymore, unfortunately. Let's see. .3D portraits also reduce frame rate. That's a good point, Warner. They're totally not necessary either. Good point. TLDR Rain says, last couple of Total Wars have actually been pretty well optimized compared to the likes of Rome 2 or Attila. That's true. Warhammer 2 was an improvement, but I'll tell you what, Three Kingdoms is the one, in my opinion, that right now has probably the best engine in it as far as graphics go. And then, even though it's built off the Warhammer engine, the Troy graphics perform a lot better than Warhammer 2 as well. Both of those games were a big improvement over Warhammer 2, and so I'm hoping that Warhammer 3 gets some of that love, because clearly CA has been making improvements, and I'm glad to see them doing it, because it needs it.
Wrath of the Beast Lord. Never
CA also has Cow Cow. Indeed it does.
pray.
The Beef Lord
My
is
beast shall
probably the reason why the game runs smoother. It's probably just because of his presence, in fact.
All the finery I desire. Tear them apart. Tremble before RAKARTH.
Three Kingdoms and Troy graphics. A Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. Yeah, that. Even if people don't like the way the game looks,
Witness
right?
my strength.
And I'm not saying those games look bad. I think both of them look pretty darn good, to be honest. In fact, a lot of people were trashing Three Kingdoms graphics, and I don't really get why. Three Kingdoms is a very good-looking game. And so is Troy. They're both very good-looking games from a graphics standpoint, but they run better, more efficient, and like smoother frame rates as well. And to me, that's the more important part, is how smooth the game runs. Now, I want my games to look good,
Beasts.
for sure, but I'm okay with the company maybe taking a little bit of the realism out if it just creates like a smoother, more accessible experience for people, you know, as part of the process. And again, I don't want it to look like Minecraft in the next Total War, but I'm just saying, like, I'm open to that idea.
They bow only to RAKARTH.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, I want this guy to have full power in his hits. Alright, so we've got Gizero. We need to go hit Lioness, and then finally with Bretonia out of the way, at least mostly out of the way. I think they still own this stuff up here, but we'd have them mostly out of the way. We could move on to better things, but I'll tell you what they'll do. Right when I'm about to beat them, they'll just keep confederating with all this crap down here. But with us taking these settlements, we're getting in a better position And I'm not going to declare war on the Empire. I'm just going to march right up to Altdorf and then declare war on the Empire and take it out. So I don't want to give the Empire fair warning that we're on the way. I want it to be quite unfair, in fact. This army needs more shades. In fact, I think Dark Shards are quite a bit cheaper to upkeep, but they're just not as good multi-purpose. Grab shades, get some dual weapon, great swords. Just kind of stack up some more shades in this army to give it a little more power. Let's issue this commandment in this turn. Hey Anthony, thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for continuing to be a channel supporter. Rocking that gold shield like a lot of others here. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who are rocking the shields out there. Appius is streaming after this one on Project Wingman. Go make sure and stick around. Appius is a fun guy. You go check out his streams. In fact, Appius is one of the big reasons for the existence of my Discord server. And some other fun times in my campaigns, like Appius from my Eastern Rome campaign, or was it Western Rome? Western Rome campaign, and then he was also playing battles with me in Warhammer. We had some fun times.
Tamer of dragons.
Got to play some Halo with him recently in those videos where I'm kind of doing the social Halo videos for Protocol. Appius is great. Definitely check him out. He's a fun guy, alright, but I'm more of a gun guy. I like it, Warner.
All shall behold my great...
Warner always respects the handguns first and foremost. What's going on, Sage Calidor? Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate it. And if you all are watching this after the stream, thank you for watching it. Sorry I get real salty. And yes, I know I am talking to a live crowd. No, you all, there's the feature on YouTube where you can turn on the replay of the live chat to kind of see what we were talking about too, if you want to do so. If you don't, you don't. But again, I kept my camera turned off for these so that for the folks watching it afterwards, it's a little more like my typical campaign experience. So hopefully this is a good balance between them. And thank you for watching, whether you are live or watching afterwards, because I know that not everybody can be here while it's live. Appreciate it. Working on a thesis all day. Well, I do not envy you. When I would take any class where I had to do writing, I hated it.
The shade is to my liking.
I don't even like making PowerPoint presentations anymore. I had to get good at it for my job, but it doesn't mean I like it.
Witness my strength, Brachus.
I guess that's just the engineer in me, right?
Spreading
Oh boy, yeah.
terror.
Writing is not my thing.
Lord of the wild things.
Well, I think we can hold this guy back. We've got a decent garrison. I'm actually not going to spend the money on that garrison at the moment because we're probably just about to get attacked anyway. So I'm gonna hang on to a little cash here.
We are displeased.
Build it up, do some more looting at Lioness.
Useful servant, to be sure.
Steve Irwin gains his first skill point. Let's put it into Route Marcher and let's go ahead and work on his blue skill trees first. I thought the camera added the charm of Airball. I know some people like it, but typical YouTube viewers on this type of gaming video, I don't think are used to having someone on camera on it. Look at it. Ah, Lewin, he's back. He's out of nowhere.
Slaughter calls.
With another archer spam army. It's hard to believe. Out of the shadows comes yet another Lewin.
Make a habit of meeting.
If you're at war with Coron, enjoy some military access, okay? I always thought the camera was weird for any streamer. Yeah, I mean, there's some groups of people who just don't like it, period. But I think, like, if you go to Twitch, for instance, I think it's, like, pretty much expected that when people are on there, they're going to be on camera.
Bow.
So the people there expect it, and it's just kind of part of the accepted format, I think. Probably the best way to say it.
There shall be torment.
Elliot says, "Hey Eric, great to catch you live. My girlfriend finds your voice soothing. She associates YouTube, what the crap's going on, with nap time. Glad I can help her sleep. I am a boring person. So, I'm just glad that my voice wasn't like a cheese grater on her face, you know, and she's like, turn that off! Don't watch any more of that." Oh, goodness. Thanks for being here tonight, folks. You all are fantastic. Stefano says, I think cameras are good for people when they're either playing rage-inducing content or funny stuff. Yeah, I mean, it probably does help add to it more whenever the person's emotional reaction might play more into the entertainment value. That could certainly play a role. I do it as a way, honestly, just trying to be a little more personable. Like, maybe appearing human occasionally rather than just a voice behind the video. But, yeah, that's the only reason why I've really done it. I know you all think that I'm inhuman, and I probably kind of am. I mean, who knows? I'm probably part alien or something. I get this question a lot. Los Manzani says, do you have a favorite campaign? If I'm going for like a fun, challenging campaign, I think the Marathi campaign on Very Hard is probably one of my favorites. Just a fun challenge you get, and you know, I like playing the Dark Elves. But I also, the Dwarves are one of my favorite campaigns, with Grombrindle at least. And then another of my favorites is definitely that gun mod with the Empire. Very quickly and easily became one of my favorite campaigns. Now let's bring the Shades into range. Just bring the dragons up here. I'm gonna delete their archers here very shortly.
Repositioning.
Gonna attack. Oh, my shades are just out of range.
Dread spears.
Dealers in death. Following orders.
I need to get all my breath attacks in here. Down there a little further, get a breath attack in. RAKARTH, let's drop one right here. Let's go ahead and start. Alright, that was a good breath attack. RAKARTH, I thought I told you to give a breath attack over here. Okay, my shades are taking care of the archers on the wall really easily and quickly because my dragons helped out with some very potent breath attacks. They have some very seriously bad breath. Knights of the Lion-Hearted.
Taking flight.
There's an archer unit back here that's kind of singled out. I'm gonna go try and get him real quick. At this point, as the Bretonnians continue to climb the walls with units, they'll just get absolutely pummeled by my shades. So I'm gonna let that happen while I use my Stegodon to break open the gate. Kind of let my spearmen get crapped on right now, which I probably shouldn't, but oh, it is what it is. We're gonna get back up in the air so we don't get caught by these Grail Knights. In fact, let's go do a breath attack on the Grail Knights.
Making ground.
The merciless host.
Kill the archers, please, Shades.
At once.
The archers should be the primary targets. RAKARTH. What is going on? No. Back to group 1. RAKARTH, use your thing that takes away... No, not Whiplash. This one. Use that. Alright, there we go. Silarius, thanks for the 10. He says, would love if every time you declared war, or had war declared on you, you can quote from Futurama where Fry joins the Navy and they say war were declared. Hey, you know what? I'm very happy to accomplish that. That's actually one of my favorite quotes, and I love Futurama. So I am very happy to do that for you, Silarius. That's the rule from now on. War were declared. I love Futurama, man. I gotta go back and watch that show again. Absolutely love it. Ugh, I don't know why that show just like so great for me, but it was great. It was great. Let's take my leadership core and monsters right in through the gates. And let's bring my shades up closer to the walls where they might be able to fire up and over. Actually, never mind. There's some archers coming up. Just get ready to toast them. Their whole army was about to chain route. I'm not really sure what they're still doing here, to be fair. Alright, their Knights of the Lion-Hearted are getting Dragon-Hearted at the moment. The Shades are going to nuke these archers that just came up on the walls. And here comes the Monster Squad. Not to be confused with the movie from the 80s. It's pretty funny. Schulfroy the Devoted. Now we'll see how devoted he is. He should have been devoted to the study of getting dragons to leave you alone. Thank you, Silarius. Appreciate it. War were declared. Oliver de la Torre says, hey Air, been a fan of yours since the Atomo campaign, or the first Atomo campaign, not the current one, but the first one. Thanks for the 5, Oliver. He says, just wanted to say thanks for all the great content and entertainment since then. Keep it up. I will definitely keep it up. You know, Oliver, it's folks like you and all the awesome viewers here tonight and the viewers watching the videos, even if they're not here in the live stream, it's definitely because of you all that I keep doing content. This honestly, like, I enjoy it and I like playing games, but obviously wouldn't be as enjoyable to do if I, you know, was posting videos and people were like, this sucks! It's the worst content I've ever seen. So obviously the positive encouragement, the fact that people have watched the videos for all these years and continue to, it's very humbling, and I'm very appreciative of it. And obviously it's very rewarding in that sense to think that I'm getting to do something that people enjoy. So I want to keep doing it, and it makes it enjoyable for me. I think I have that kind of personality, like knowing that I can do something that someone will enjoy, will help them, something that I like doing. So, yes. Holy Pilgrim's seen the old movie. Awesome. I'm glad Pilgrim saw it. So, Pilgrim is quoting one of the best moments in the movies, where the Monster Squad, which is like this group of, you know, teens, and they're having to fight off all the different traditional monsters, like the Swamp Man and Wolf Man and Dracula and all this stuff. And one of them kicks the Wolf Man in the nuts, and they says, hey, Wolf Man's got nards. So that's right, Pilgrim's seen it. Oh man, Monster Squad was a gem. It was definitely 80s, like all 80s, but it is a gem.
Bow before RAKARTH.
Bringing back the memories there, Pilgrim. Oh gosh. Good stuff. It was definitely a fun movie. Yes, it was. Like, if you're in for a good laugh, then it was that kind of movie. Not a movie to be taken too seriously, but a movie that you could kick back and enjoy. Let's give him a martial name of power. Here we go. Come on, give us a good one. Alright, Worm Scale gives him 15 armor, a little extra speed and defense. That's okay, but kind of boring. Oh man, Drake Cleaver gives him a massive 30 bonus versus large. Yeah. Drake Cleaver it is. Sam Drew says, true story, I have never seen a full episode of Futurama, The Simpsons, or Family Guy. Well, listen, Sam, I used to like The Simpsons too. I don't find it as good anymore. The longer it's been on. I mean, I'm sure it still has good moments, but Futurama was a special kind of funny because of the characters in it. And honestly, one of my other favorites was King of the Hill. If you haven't seen King of the Hill, King of the Hill probably makes more sense when you're an American, but it's still pretty darn funny. Like, I think you could still get some good laughs out of it, you know, regardless of whether you get kind of like some of the small town American references that the show is based around. But yeah, it's good stuff. Gorguts says, clap, clap, bunch of nerds, get out of here, Bretonia. Thanks, Gorguts. I will be clapping down Bretonia every time we get a chance.
Commander.
Appreciate it, Gorguts. You're the greatest impaler that I know, by the way. The greatest of impalers. I'll wait, make sure I keep enough cash on hand in case we get knocked into the negative unexpectedly. Let's get this one, Charted Piracy. That looks great from Sacking Settlements. Pair this stuff here. Let's see. Are they still making Sims? They are. Happiest. I think it's like the longest running primetime TV show ever, probably. I mean, it's been going forever. Oh boy. Well, remember how we just got that super chat? And Sileria says, hey, Air, whenever war were declared, make sure you use the quote from Futurama. Well, folks, here we go. War were declared.
Speak. I will consent to listen.
Well, a defensive alliance sounds pretty reasonable now. Yeah, I think The Simpsons is like the longest running
All shall
show.
behold my greatness.
It could be wrong.
Hurry,
I think it is.
face the lash. To your dens.
Alright, we're gonna have to get a good army here with Steve Irwin. He can no longer kind of just sit here in mediocrity. We have to get dedicated here for him. Needs a sorceress. Can't recruit one here. Recruiter up here. I mean, Steve Irwin definitely needs a beast sorceress. There's no doubt about that. It just matches all things.
Sorceress of Nagaroth, my dark heart is yours. You bore me.
Alright, there we go. Sorry I'm boring you, but I need your
Witness
help,
my
lady.
strength,
Got a bunch of shades in this army, which is good.
I tame the untamable.
Kind of thinking about just spamming quite a few shades and spears.
Lord of the wild things, I have control.
I think I'm gonna just spam a good number of shades and swords here. Shades and spears. I mean, honestly, it'll probably be about as effective as anything else. And then I'll probably bring in another monster or two at the end of that one. Because monsters. Why do things always get more complicated? I just wanted to go to a zoo. Then Lewin has to be Little Johnny Lives a Lot. And then Karon Carr has to declare war on the Empire before I'm ready. And look at this, we already got a big Empire stack showing up at Fort Burgers or whatever that is.
Welcome. Now bow.
Join the war against the dwarves. Look, I'm in enough wars because of you, Karon Carr. Like, I need you to take care of your own business. Got it? Thanks. When war were declared, you go take care of it.
Bow before RAKARTH.
Yeah,
As
bow
it
before
were,
RAKARTH.
Prepare the beast's lairs.
Bow before your beast lord.
Tamer of dragons.
Okay,
Feel my whip.
finish building that. Let's get our sorceress on the march. Get her down here.
I know the way.
Well, if you know the way, then do it. Talking back. I need another crow boy on my hands here. Let's see, so we got 14, the source is gonna be 15. Probably wouldn't hurt to have another crow out of this army, like a master. Ship. Let's do a Sporicide. I mean, I don't know, is that good? It just gives a little bit of leadership whenever he's around. It's okay. This one just gives it to all units in the army, but it's not as much. We might as well just have the one buffing himself, I guess. Alright. Got our Druchii Master here. Okay. Work. Let's bring him in.
Master of Nagaroth, I've skills to show. High Beastmaster.
Feral Cold Ones are... My only real worry is that they just rout so quickly. Do Feral Cold Ones always have that much armor? Surely not. I mean, I guess their melee attack and defense is really terrible, regardless of the armor.
Ferocious.
Seems like that's a pretty high stat.
Ready to ravage.
These regiments of Renowned are not great. Sisters of Singing Doom is pretty good. I just don't know if this is the right place for them. The Regiment of Renowns, like the Blades of the Blood Queen, are really good. Chill of Sontar is cool. And the Siren of Red Ruin is cool, but a lot of these units are just kind of Okay. I don't get as excited about them as I do
Master.
some of the Regiments of Renown from the other. I wonder if we can get a cheeky ambush right here.
Master of all.
See if we can lure in Eben von Leibwitz. This trashy Empire army here.
Nature's torment.
Alright, so hang on, 2, 3, so that'll 16 in total. I would have... What can I recruit over here? Remind me.
The people grow restless.
Executioners, Witch Elves, and Cavalry. Doomfire Warlocks. Repeater Crossbow Cavalry would be kind of a nice touch for Shades, don't you all think? You'd just be raining death all over. Or is it overkill? Should I get like some Doomfire Warlocks? Might not be bad to finish this off with a little more reliable mobility than some Feral Cold Ones. You know what I mean? I think that's what we're gonna do.
I tame the untamable.
I'm gonna swing over here real quick and put a little bit more reliable mobility units. The 2 slots. I'll drop the 2 Feral Cold Ones and probably just pick up another monster and 1 more Shade unit, and then I'll have the mobility. Not gonna be a great army, but it'll at least be hopefully functional. That trashy Empire army had 4 artillery pieces. Hey, those artillery pieces, just shiny new toys for my dragons.
This time.
Icket Claw wants a trade agreement. Hey, I like some fine Skaven goods, you know? I'm glad Icket Claw's willing to sell the bounty of the Skaven Empire. Trinkets with no finer quality. Foodstuffs that couldn't possibly be more rancid. Okay, our ambush failed. That's unfortunate. But we still get to catch this guy out alone. We need to clean him up efficiently, though, because there's another army right behind him. And they're almost certainly going to come attack me as well. The Empire's going to be stacked in terms of a bunch of cheaters. Why did they have to declare this war on the Empire? I was going to be able to sneak in, knock out Altdorf, and complete the stream. And now I'm probably going to end up being here a lot longer than I wanted because of me promising to get the zoo done here. And this course, this would happen. We're taking the zoo, folks. It's going to happen. Okay, my shades will start off the battle hidden. I have a plan. I'm gonna not have them on fire at will. Hopefully they won't be spotted very easy. Defensive. Take them off fire at will for a moment. Get the dragons. Try and use them to draw the rocket fire.
Eager for battle.
Spread the spears out a little back here.
Dread spears. Eager for battle.
Something like this.
Warrior.
Okay. Let's try this. So there's my main group, my missile group. Here's my flyer group. So, here's what I'm thinking, if it works out. I'm gonna go in with the dragons to bring the Empire out to fire on me a little, and hopefully keep the attention of some of their units. When they're busy with that, I unleash some devastating shade volleys, and then of course we have our guys ready to come mop up when necessary. Okay, all right, let's see if it works. My plans usually go south really fast, so here we go.
Get going.
All right, my shades are still hidden. This is what we want. Again, I want the enemy rockets to focus on my monsters, but they're not, unfortunately. Nor should they, to be fair. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Why do you do this to me? That also hurt a lot. Thank you very much, handguns. When I say thank you, I mean no thank you. I'm gonna slow it down for just a second, because I got a lot of attack orders to deal out here. Alright, my reinforcements are coming up close, so I'm gonna move the shades into range. So we're gonna run the shades forward. I did not click an attack order! Freaking crap! Did I click that attack order? I sure as heck don't remember it. Oh gosh, get the heck out of here, RAKARTH. Come on! Dadgummit. This slow butt's gonna get stuck on the ground. Get your dragon back in the air, you lazy turd. Gosh, I didn't think that I clicked any attack order. Let's get the shades into range. Shades, shades, shades. Okay, shades need to scoot up just a hair more. And group 1, I'm going to go ahead and give them an attack order, because right now I'm kind of just using my dragons to keep everybody's attention. They're taking a lot of damage for their trouble. Dish out some breath attacks. Okay, now let's hit plate. Alright, shades are in range. Unleash it, boys. Let them have it. Yeah, yep, and see, now we can avoid all these cavalry charges and infantry. Don't let him through to the shades. Okay, now dragons. Time to silence this crap. Down here and take these out of order. Alright, shades, let's pick some priority targets like these handguns and melt them. Excellent. Dragons, now I can move on to the Stir River Patrol. Alright, the handguns are pushed back. Alright, let's pick a new target for our shades. We melt these guys. Let's get a little Soul Stealer action here. And we cleaned up the rocket batteries, so let's bring dragons back in to help mop up the melee. Can we get this Huntsman General with our crossbow, or sorry, our shades? The rocket battery before it starts firing again. How did he get to a unit of shades and rout it? This Reichsguard got absolutely pummeled. And then somehow still manage to get in and charge and kill a unit? Shades? I don't think so.
Blood for Cain! End them!
This is just one of those situations where the Empire really has no chance, but the auto-resolve is being overly kind to them just because they have ammunition and their lord left. Here, avoid the Reichsguard.
Merciless host!
How are the handguns surviving for more than like just a couple of seconds at the hands of these shades? Really somewhat mystifying to me. What happened to my master? Did he get killed? Piece of crap. No, he's still alive. Okay, good. Soul steal that loser.
Kill them!
Drop the bomb on these guys.
Shades!
How are my shades taking so much damage? Like, I always envision these things going off, and then I forget that the AI, anytime it has artillery, it just gets a million kills, period. And it gets them very quickly.
Master Druki! Beast Lord!
Let me get over here and silence the rest of this stuff. Kill these. Mammoth, let's get over here and take care of business.
Druki! Going onward!
Back up just a little bit here. Kill those Gunderman surefires. How are they not chain routing? What do they have left? What is this terrible, absolutely awful balancing for the... Like, would your army still be standing? Like, if you as the player had this left with this fight? No, it wouldn't. The AI wouldn't give you that benefit. You would have already routed.
Beasts, obey me!
Okay, good clean kill, just like we hoped. Nope. And what's about to happen? A whole nother full army's about to walk out of Fort Hamburgers, or whatever that place was called, and come try and take a fat dump on us because we took a ton of damage. Ugh. The Empire and their guns. Look at this. How long is it gonna take this guy to shatter? Get the heck out of here, Jurgen. The power of Sigmar, I guess so, Bernard. It had to be something like that to keep them standing in the fight that long when they were getting absolutely crapped on. What killed all of my shades? 13 kills, 8 kills, 2 kills? Like, what killed the shades? Like, almost all my shades are dead. Curious to know what caused all the damage, because it certainly wasn't the rockets.
More slaves for Karand Ka.
Alright, well that was not brilliant. Here comes the follow-up. What? I can't believe it.
Slaughter calls us.
I hate you. Enjoy it, Empire. Your days are numbered. You and your little fort are gonna fall. Enjoy all your little cheat stacks because of your cheat economy. You're gonna get it.
What rare beasts?
You'll get it.
This
Air will
way.
give you what you deserve.
High Beastmaster.
Bow before RAKARTH.
Air will get you what you deserve. Just be patient, my little human scum. Regina says rename it Fort Hamburger when you take... I will. What it gets for having a name that I can't easily pronounce. What is this? Fort Bergbress? Bergbraze? What? Yeah, it's definitely going to be Fort Hamburger when I'm done with it. It's definitely going to be Fort Hamburger. Do I dare build anything here? I mean, the place is just about going to rebel and like fall apart before I can really do anything with it anyway.
My dark heart is yours.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate your dark heart.
The waves call.
That is some true kindness.
Gathering my strength.
Master of Nagara, I've skills to show.
Play those humans. I will. I will, Sage. Sam Drew says their days are numbered. It sure is. They have a calendar and everything. Exactly. I mean it both literally and figuratively. Some elven healing. Get my troops back into a fight, like after one turn each time. Silly humans. Bretonia's for elves. Alright, so casualty replenishment rate, the slave decline increases, but we get more slaves from that. This would probably be pretty good to use right now. Dark Conduit would be really helpful right now. Let's use it. That, yeah, look at that, pumped up our replenishment rate to ludicrous speed.
Of the wild things.
Let's ditch these. I've got 2 slots that are going to be filled up with my heroes. No, sorry, 1 more slot that needs to go to a hero, so that leaves 2 open slots here. I was going to fill it with shades. I don't have any readily available. Takes me too long to recruit them. I could just dip into the beast pens and give this army a little monster oomph here. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I've got 2 armies that are going to be at full strength very shortly when the sorceress gets over here.
Submit to me.
We just need to replenish here. See what the Empire does this turn. See what the Empire does. Alright, we gotta get to Altdorf, which means we need to make a breakthrough somewhere. The fort maps are actually kind of a difficult breakthrough, but if we could get them into an advantageous fight, which will be difficult, because clearly all their insane artillery... Okay, they've already got a full stack over by Coron. Bretonia's harassing me back there already. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Calm yourself, dear Brackets.
Alright, military alliance sounds good. I'm gonna see if I can use those guys to put some pressure. Probably won't be able to do much. Let's try and get our allies some attack orders. Yeah, look at this.
Not likely.
I'll tell you what is likely. You dying.
Beast Commander.
It's actually sounding very likely, in fact.
Forward!
You have another faction's army. Well, thanks a lot, you dwarf scum. In the way of my ambush.
In my stead. Awaiting the prey.
I'm gonna hopefully lure the Empire in to siege Coron. Then get a chance to knock them out with reinforcement aid.
A legend among beastmasters.
Oh, how convenient! Lesser Bretonia steps in and takes my settlement while I'm not there.
Cain
That was
favors
terribly convenient. Alright, well,
Stand down.
go ahead. Enjoy it. Maybe a little cursed.
The Beast Lord Ascendant.
That is such BS! When I made the move, it said I was gonna have more than 25% left. Freaking hate that! Why does it do that?
Dragon
Does
Master.
that happen to you all? It happens to me all the time. Gosh.
This wretch does not respect.
It's so annoying. Like, you're moving in and you're trying to leave enough so that you can enter that stance, so that the AI can't see you and you can sneak up and kill their army, and then it lies to you and you can't enter the stance. And then the AI just runs away off into the fog of war. And then as soon as you turn around, they come right back. Ah! Gonna get you. Drives me crazy. Hey, Brandon. Thanks for being a new channel member. Hang on. So, wait. What just happened? So, Reichland Confederated. Their army was there, but now it's not there. And then this other Bretonian army comes out of nowhere and gets ambushed.
Satisfy
Okay.
your bloodlust, minions.
I'm fine with me. Thank you, Brandon. Get access to some of the fun emojis now. You get that cool shield next to your name. It changes over time. Starts out as bronze, then goes to silver and gold. See some of the other folks have it, but appreciate it, Brandon. How long have you been viewing the channel? Let me know. Awesome to have you helping to support the channel. Alright, we are gonna freaking melt these guys with shades. Like, I am going to shade their world. Gonna be like the Persians, except with shades.
Dread spears! We are ready! The merciless host! Heed the lash! The merciless host!
Alright, here we go.
Shades! Karuki!
Let them have it. I want to face this way, dragon.
Eager for battle!
Give it to them, boys. Give them all they can handle.
We are ready!
Bring in the Doomfire Warlocks. Go chase down the stragglers. Now, this is my kind of battle. Shade, mayhem, and destruction? Check. Enemy dying and suffering? Check. Low casualties to air? Check. All of the elements of a good battle. Oh my gosh, that's so many shade bolts. Please don't kill my own. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's how you take care of an ambush. 5 losses, and I'm surprised we took that many. First off, how did we take 5 losses? Friendly fire? Because they only got 2. There we go. Took care of that. Brandon says, just bought the game, finally convinced my wife to let me buy a gaming PC. Awesome, Brandon. And a gaming PC is great. The other good thing about a gaming PC, now I'm not saying that this like always justifies it, okay? But gaming PC is great because you can also use it for the things that you need a PC for in general, right? You know, taking care of bills, looking for things you need on the internet, like, you know, you can even work on them, like depending on what your job is, right? Gore Guts, thanks for the 5. He says, no salt this time. No, Era's liking this. This is not salt generating. Thanks again, Gore Guts. Appreciate it. But yeah, Brandon, having a gaming PC is great.
You're worth
It is
more
great.
alive.
I've obviously never regretted it. Definitely never regretted it. Alright, folks. Let's make some progress.
Bow before RAKARTH.
Where did... I guess the Empire spotted me here and then ran off. I'm gonna move over here.
No rest for the wild.
Let's see what we... Okay, yeah, they're here. Let's lay an ambush again.
Awaiting the prey.
Well, if we get an ambush on this army, they are going to die and die quickly.
Nagarothi sorceress.
Wow, she's got a long
I
movement
can
range there.
feel their power.
Fantastic. There's sorceress over here.
High Beastmaster. Fangs and talons.
Alright, Steve Irwin. Let's give him... Come from raiding, settlements, sacking settlements, casualties captured post-battle. Both of these are important. Let's start with this one. Because we're making a lot of income off all
They
this
have
stuff.
doubts about me.
Let's see. Go conquer haven't got to the zoo yet, Con. Of course, things have happened to make it difficult, making Air look like he's a liar and someone who reneges on his promises. Game's quite good at that. Cold One Chariot. Now that could be a lot of fun. Dark Pegasus is great because you have the mobility. The Chariot's kind of cool because then it kind of doubles as good against infantry. It can help mop up infantry and archer piles better than if they're on the Pegasus, I think. I mean, that's some pretty good weapon stats on the Pegasus. Good grief. 450 armor piercing anti-large. Yeah, we're definitely going Pegasus because this is our master. I was thinking this was the Sorceress for a minute. Okay, yeah, Pegasus it is. Yeah, we get 60 bonus versus large. Woo! This guy is the Drake Cleaver indeed. Let's see, Larry Vari says, watching you play makes me excited to start another campaign soon. Yeah, I love campaign. I'm honestly still having a ton of fun with Warhammer campaign. I don't know what happened to that army that was here. I have no idea where they went.
Dragon Master.
They're honestly kind of a waste of time. I'm gonna try and move around in ambush stance so that if we catch anybody approaching, we can get them. So AI, please don't lie about my movement points. Okay?
Birds and trees.
13 more turns, that's good. That's actually very helpful. Brandon says, sorry, I also never watched live. When I signed up, YouTube sent me outside this chat, and it took me a few minutes. Hey, no problem. Hey, appreciate the support, Brandon. Don't worry about it. YouTube gonna be YouTube. Ah! Crikey. Should have been watching for that ambush.
Tear flesh
It's
from
gonna
bone.
hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot.
Time for a mauling.
Yes, it is time for a mauling.
Satisfy your bloodlust, minions.
Fuzzy Wuzzy Boom Boom says you're still playing. I'll have to start it over from the beginning. Yeah, make sure you go catch it. We've had some fun. Spoiler alert, I may have gotten a little salty a couple times. I mean, and it's hard to believe, but... hard to believe, I know. I didn't want it to be raining. I didn't approve of that. Hey, it stopped. Perfect. Guess it was just raining over there. Nope, now it's back. Alright. CA, please. Okay, well, their infantry sucks. There's no real danger to me, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of put an infantry line right here. They'll just kind of blob theirs up. And I'm gonna put all my shades right here, just ready to absolutely make a bloodbath on their own. I'm gonna put my riders with crossbow right here too, again, ready for the same thing. I'm gonna absolutely just annihilate their archers and crossbowmen to open things up. My leaders out here to kind of stop their charges, and we'll have the Charybdis nearby. Let's put my Medusa where she won't get shot, but she can also put shots into the crossbowmen.
Eager for battle.
Yeah, this is good. This is good stuff.
Eager for
Excited. Dragon, I'm gonna have him breath attack. One of these as well.
Shades.
Actually, I'm gonna put these in two separate groups. Do that. Alright, Wiston's Wild Form. I was hoping we had. Alright, and our Doomfire Warlocks, I'm gonna operate them from up here for them. Okay, let's get ready. Alright, Shades open fire, Crossbow Riders open fire, Dragon Breath right here, Medusa open fire here, and Doom Bolt. I didn't want them both to do it on the same target, my bad, but whatever. Okay, yeah, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. Good, good stuff. Oh, yeah. Kiss your crossbows goodbye. Kiss those crossbows goodbye. short and sweet. Okay, reinforced with dread spears. Let's kind of dogpile in here. Engage these guys. Let's bring the riders out. Get the dragon ready for breath attack number 2. Take a dump on these halberds. I will get to the super chats in just a moment. Let me finish this battle up so I can properly respond to you all. Alright, big old breath attack right here. Dark conduit right in the middle of it all. This other breath attack going. Oh, that dark conduit. That was gruesome, and I love every second of it. Holy cow, man. Super chats are coming. I'll get to them. Give me just a second, folks. I will get to your super chats. I am busy absolutely mauling Lucas. Oh, that was beautiful. My plan actually worked for once. That was absolutely beautiful. That dark conduit, he just made like a big bloodbath of an explosion right there in the middle of all of it. All right, Brandon, thank you for the 25. It says, new player doing Tyrion campaign. Which dragons should I use for cheese on Vortex, or does it matter? Well, so obviously they kind of go in order of their melee prowess and their overall like deadliness. I believe the Moon Dragon's the lowest tier, and like its breath attack is probably the best against blobs, but it's the weakest in melee. And then the Sun Dragon, I think, is kind of like the middle of the road. And then you have the Star Dragon, which is the strongest of all. It has the biggest melee damage, and its breath attack is a little more focused, and it's really good against single entities. If you can afford it, I mean, just spam Star Dragons, because they're the best, right? But if you want to save a little bit on your like upkeep cost, you could, you know, have more Moon Dragons for less upkeep cost, right? So good luck with it, Brandon. Hopefully that helps you. Thank you very much for the new member support tonight and the 25. Rivari says, strike first, hard, no mercy. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the 5, because we were absolutely merciless in that battle. Ryan the man, thanks to the 5. He says, Air, don't be weirded out, but I live in Fayetteville. I am not weirded out. That's cool. Yeah, Fayetteville is obviously not far from me because I'm in Northwest Arkansas. It's a great area up here. Unless you're talking about Fayetteville, North Carolina, in which case I'm not near you, but also I'm not weirded out, and it's also a cool place. But I assume you're talking about Fayetteville, Arkansas. Thank you so much for the super chats. Appreciate it. Sorry it took me a second to get to you there, but I got them for you. So,
Bow before
very much appreciate it. Ooh, we picked up a sweet armor here. Gunnarsson Kron? Let's make sure that Steve Irwin gets that. Okay, Tails. Yep, he picked it up. Relic Sword. And these aren't great, some of them, but we'll take it. Allies in range, 20% armor-piercing missile damage, so I can stand them close to my shades and they do all that extra damage. Yeah, I'll take that. That actually might be better on my sorceress, because she can stand back there with him. Because this guy's going to get in the melee, we can give him the terrifying mask. Let's go over to my sorceress. Let's give her that guiding eye ability. This, we don't have any more hand weapons or talismans. There's no casting items or... Let's go to the master here, give him the spell shield.
Death Knight is upon us.
Since I just started playing, the help guide didn't teach me how to group armies in battles. If there's a couple ways you can do it, Brandon. You can hold control while you're clicking unit cards down at the bottom of the screen, and you can click as many as you want. And then you can hit G, and it will group them. Or you can left-click and drag a box to select units, and you can hit G and group them. So that's another way you can do it. I'll try to demonstrate some group stuff when I get into the next battle. Remind me, and I'll try and get that done for you.
They will surely turn upon me.
Let's see. Scouting? No. We need to get Flock of Doom. Now that was great, man. He absolutely murdered that army. That was a proper Brookie slaughter right there.
Awaiting the prey.
That was a proper slaughter.
This way.
Here. Alright, I've almost got eyes on Fort Hamburger. Gotta make sure I don't walk too far. Okay, there is an army there. Let's stay in ambush stance. This army may fall into our ambush here, because we got a pretty good ambush chance, I'm thinking here. And then, if we can catch the fort unawares, I don't want to have to fight the garrison, because it's a grand fort. It's going to be a huge garrison. We need that army to clear out, and then get the garrison when they're not ready. Let's see. Leadership for Dreadspears. Sure, I mean, that can't be a bad thing, because I'm using a fair few of them. My Black Arc. Let's get that Black Arc back.
The strong rule here.
Almost forgot. Is this the guy I already had? I think so, because just calling out his upkeep.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
We can sail the Black Arc over here to help give like artillery support and replenishment. That would be helpful. Oh. Okay. End our turn. Alright. War were declared between Clan Rictus and Kothik. Ambush. Alright, so Steve did not get his ambush somehow. I guess an agent or someone. Okay, look at that. Trying to triple team him.
Heal! Heal!
You would, Balthasar. How can they reach me? This is BS. I couldn't see their armies at all, but somehow they had enough movement points to not only reach the reinforcement, but also follow me when I retreat. Horse crap. I'm calling horse crap on this. That's a lot of artillery, and it's a problem. But it's also backed up by cavalry, which is also annoying. Otherwise, I could just forward deploy my shades and like nuke their artillery in like the first few seconds of the battle, but I also have to be able to protect my shades.
Satisfy your bloodlust, minions.
This is BS. They spotted my ambush, and hey, we just also happen to have a couple of full stacks right off the screen that you couldn't see, and they just happen to have exactly the right amount of movement range to get the job done. You know, just coincidence, I'm sure, coincidence. I'm certain it was just a coincidence. The AI would never cheat. I'm also using a mod, by the way, that takes minus 10% of the movement points away when either I am in foreign territory or when the enemy is in my territory. So, yeah. So they also have even less movement points than usual, is what I'm saying. So, another reason why I'm calling BS on it.
We are ready! Nagarothi!
Dark Rider crossbows!
Cold-blooded killers!
Their artillery is gonna absolutely gut me as soon as it starts firing.
Beastmaster!
This is not a good situation. We're just gonna have to get onto their army very quickly, be very damaging, and hope it's gonna be enough. Like, not a whole lot else we can do about it.
Sorceress of Bronze!
Everything dies!
Beastmaster!
Nagarothi! Merciless warriors! Nagarothi! Shades! Druki! Carnage awaits! Going!
Oh my, look at that! Like a single volley from their artillery and like half of my forces are almost completely dead. Oh my gosh. Sure. Sure.
Advancing.
Look at that. Sure it is.
Going forward.
Of course. Look at how much my stuff is routing after just like barely being touched as well. Like we barely contacted an enemy and we're routing. A dark conduit on that dragon and see if we can rip a big swath into the enemy there. Look at all the stuff routing. We got hit by one artillery volley, which was apparently a nuclear device, by the way, considering the damage that was caused. So we got hit by a thermonuclear weapon, and then all my people just started running away near instantly. They spread out because they got artillery freaking everywhere. Two, come on. Sorry, I have to put in slow motion because all the cheap crap we're dealing with here. Lost a Doomfire Warlock right off the bat, too. Garbage. I gotta keep this blob piled up for a minute until I can get another Dark Conduit. I don't think it's gonna be a quick minute. I think it's gonna be a long time, because Dark Conduit takes 120 seconds to recharge, and look at this, the artillery completely annihilated a Dread Spear unit as well. Perfect. How am I getting hit? How is the rocket battery still alive? It was being attacked by a dragon. It was firing while I was attacking it. Sure. Whatever you say. And we got this BS going on back here. Get there one character. Okay, you gonna run all the way off the map, or are we gonna come back? Because I'd appreciate it if you just get on back in the fight. Battle ain't over yet. And we're not gonna last long enough in this fight. This is not good. I'm gonna have to get my... Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep it in slow motion. There's too much going on. I'm cheating because they're cheaters, so yeah, it is what it is. I don't feel bad about it. Okay. Do not feel bad about this. Alright, we got rid of the rockets. Got my Medusa around here. Start spitting some fire into the side of that fight. Kill the knights some more, please. Big breath attack would be great right through here. Ribdis is not in a good place in life. Fire Warlocks. We're swinging around here and get to these rockets. Hey, melt this. How? I love how the Knights of Moor are just completely ignoring the spear unit that they're intertwined with. Alright, can we kill the Knights of Moor real quick? The other guy's obviously going to run away. We're not going to be able to catch him. Alright, the Medusa is doing a great job over here if I can just keep her on target for long enough. Let's go get this Hellblaster volley gun. Oh, Gunnerman Surefires. That is exactly what I'd hoped to see. You know, when I started this battle, I was like, you know what? You know what I need to be fighting more of? I need to be fighting more Gunnerman Surefires. And a general of the Empire who runs away like a weenie. They knew exactly what I needed. In here and nuke this general, please. He's gonna come try and kill my sorceress. I know exactly what he's doing. Alright. If I lose a fight to Huntsman with Doomfire Warlocks, I'm gonna be real salty about it. Like, more than a little salty. Alright, Sorceress, I really don't want you anywhere near this fight. Yeah, but you are. Kind of back out of that for a second. I got a blob over here that's... My Bloodrack Medusa was doing great until she got into range of handguns, which is not great. Yeah, and of course Huntsman over here somehow basically winning a melee against Doomfire Warlocks because, sure, I gave an attack order on the Hellblaster gun that wasn't followed, and now my dragon is losing in a melee to like 3 halberds and a Hellstorm rocket battery crew. Again, makes sense. Let me see, I clicked an attack order on their general with all kinds of armor-piercing missiles, not a single volley of which appears to have landed yet. He is a rather large target, I might add, so it's not like he's particularly hard to hit. Hellblaster gun. We didn't cause any damage on the charge. Also convenient. I'm gonna lose in melee to these Huntsmen. Check that out. We're gonna lose a melee to Huntsmen. Enemy general being savaged managed to rout my my anti-large character. No, I'm not salty. I'm not salty at all about this. My entire army is gonna be deleted. Yeah, I'm not playing this BS. You like to cheat, AI? I got something for you. I got something for you. Yeah, we'll see who likes to cheat. Cheating's fun, isn't it? Hey, we had 3 armies there. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's right, I lost. You got me, Eben and Jurgen. You're just too good. You got me. Yeah, you're too good for me. All these years of Warhammer could never have prepared me. Oh, wait, what's happening? The screen popped up. Huh. I don't know what's happening here, folks. What? Huh? Huh? What happened here? Did the AI get some of its own medicine here? Oh, I think they did. I think they did. I think the AI just got a little of their own medicine here. Huh. Funny how that works. I guess cheating's not limited to them. You see, some of you might be saying, that's cheating. Well, see, that's if you hold standards. AI doesn't have any standards. They spam archers. They do BS. Like, look, can you see any armies? Look at the distance here. This means that these armies that attacked me would have had to have been clear on the other side of Marienburg. No shorter than, like, right here. Okay? Right here. And they moved all the way to here, and then I retreated. Oh, yeah, we can move farther. Sure. I still had 63% of my... I can move all the way to the other side of Coron, but when I retreat, I only back up like 3 steps, and they get to catch me. When my army retreated, why did it retreat over here? How come it didn't retreat back to Coron? I mean, I can ask a million questions. That should have never happened. My army had enough retreat points to back up within support radius of the garrison at Coron. In which case, we almost certainly wouldn't have lost that battle. BS. That's what it is.
The wild things.
Here, how about this?
Forward.
I'm gonna just move all the way back here. Okay, how about that? When I set up my ambush next time, I'll do it inside the red circle. So that no more of that. Retreating doesn't move according to how much you have left air. It's a fixed distance. Yeah, well, that's stupid. It should be according to how much you have left. If it's a fixed distance, what I'm saying is it shouldn't be a fixed distance. I'm going to auto-resolve this because no doubt the auto-resolve is going to be kinder to me than they will. But just in case, since the AI wants to get me back for my cheating, I'm going to cheat again and quick save it.
Neither mercy or restraint.
Holy cow.
Heal.
Look at him pulling the same thing here. Look, here's Eben. Eben can just happen to reach either one of my armies, regardless of what my position was. Infinite troops. Balthasar's stuck out here, though. So I'm gonna kill him. Oh, he got attacked by someone. Is that the Greenskins? I think the Greenskins just suicided onto Balthasar. Yes, they did. Alright, now watch this, Regina. Retreat is a fixed distance, right? I'll bet you Balthasar can just happen to retreat far enough.
They face doom.
Look how far Balthasar retreat. Oh my goodness. Right back to his red circle. Like it's magic. It's almost like it's magic. He got to retreat straight back to his red circle and his friend. He didn't go this way. He didn't go the wrong way. Huh. It's almost like that applies differently to the player than it does the AI. It's a strange thing.
Awaiting the prey.
It's a strange thing what just happened there.
Mortals can be dangerous fools.
Brandon said, thanks for the 5. Brandon says, in campaign, if I confederate, Tyrion, Ilariel, while she has the sword, can I transfer it to my Tyrion? I'm trying to remember if you can transfer the sword of Tyrion. I think you have to beat someone in battle for them to take possession of it. Or you can put it on the pedestal at the Shrine of Cain and pick it up from there if you have the right building or something, I think, is the way it works. Brandon. Movement is probably the biggest problem with all of CA's game. Ever notice an AR enemy take a city and then be able to move again? Exactly. They break the rules repeatedly and frequently with movement, and it is irritating. Extremely irritating, I might add.
With me.
AI frequently breaks movement rules with its armies.
There must be unusual beasts here.
And the longer you hold on to the Sword of Cain, the more problems it becomes, kind of, right? Like, because it starts hurting your public order. It becomes more powerful, but it starts to really hurt you for holding on to it, because obviously its power is kind of hard to control.
Double time, plotting a course.
Yeah, it's so funny how Balthasar was able to retreat and get the cover of his garrison and another army, and he just happened to have enough movement points to retreat. Like, I mean, that's amazing. It's amazing. When I retreat, it's like 3 feet, and definitely not into the red circle of my city, even though it was totally possible. Look at this. This is an ambush, and it's still giving him like 50-50 odds. What in the... Is it the artillery that like totally screws over the balance of power? And to be fair, we saw what it does in the battle, so maybe it should. Maybe it should.
Satisfy your bloodlust, minions.
Oh, Senshi, thanks for the 5. He says, Air, please show the Control, Alt, Left, Right click for the new friends. Yes, let me show a few movement tips for Brandon or anybody else who's new here. And give me just 1 second here, too. Okay, I'm back. Let me show you the movement here. I was just letting Mrs. Air know that Air made a foolish promise to make sure that we got to the zoo, and I'm gonna try and keep said promise. Start here. Freaking melt their artillery, the opening volleys, and do the same thing here. I'm just gonna guard my missiles from their cavalry. Their whole army's gonna have to turn around and come back towards me, but I'm gonna absolutely melt their artillery to begin things. That should leave them with much less capability. I'm gonna put my Doomfire Warlocks up here, gonna be able to pounce as needed. I think I'm gonna try and get a quick Savage Volley into these Reichsguard. Put my leaders up here. I'm gonna spread out actually just a little more, or something like this. Kind of make sure I cover his flanks a little. I need my Medusa to stay out of melee initially if possible, because when she gets around the flanks and starts unloading those missile attacks, she's very, very powerful. That's the way we want to keep it. Then with my Sorceress, I'm going to try and be smarter this time and just keep her back here, out of harm's way. Still got my Black Dragon. Use the Black Dragon for support here too. I think I'm going to put a Hunts, Archers, Crossbowmen, Stir River Patrol. I'm just going to Breath Attack one of the Knights some more.
Dark elves, cold-blooded killers.
I'm going to use any cheating that I feel like, because I feel like it. In fact, I'm going to straight up pause it and like hardcore cheat them for a little payback here. Yeah, see how you like this. Filthy cheaters. Alright. Breath attack. Last one. Alright, there we go. Huh? How do you like a little cheating? How's it feel? How does that feel? Getting absolutely freaking melted.
We are ready. Going. Predators all.
Let's see what's going on. Alright, so we melted all their artillery. Take all my spearmen. Push up a little to give my shades some room to maneuver. And I'm going to move my shades up and get these stinking war wagons. Oh, look at this. We got this cheeky guy. He's like, oh, I'm just going to bypass all your stuff. Go straight to the back line. Go ahead. I got a Medusa waiting on you, ugly. Those Gunderman Surefire is a surefire Doom Bolt. Get all my reinforcements. Get them over here. Hopefully in a speedy fashion, because they're literally all the way across the map. You jerk. A piece of my Medusa, do you? Okay, Charybdis, get in here. Alright, Shades melted a war wagon. Let's melt the Surefires. Dragon. This is not really where I want my dragon in life. Let's move up some infantry a little bit closer. Got that Reichsguard. Oh man, my Medusa absolutely wrecked this guy. Perfect. Alright, good, 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 good. Get a little Wissen's Wild Form. Buff that up. Grab another Doom Bolt. Get my dragon back in the air. I'm gonna go land my dragon in the middle of a big blob. Yeah, how do you like this? Huh? How's it feel? Tell me now, how does it feel to treat me like you do? Where'd this cavalry come from? Get this garbage off me.
Beastmaster! Cold-blooded killers!
Yeah, let's bring the cavalry out. Probably should have already had it out.
To destruction! By Dracula!
This stuff. That stuff.
Heed the last!
Their general just keeps running away from my units. That dragon unleashed an awesome bomb, though.
Kill them!
That dark conduit was absolutely brutal.
Where to? End it!
killers. Slaughter them.
Alright, we're getting their lord right now, though I do want to put some distance between me and... help out here. Warlock. Dragging out a little. And not even my harpies have made it over here yet. This is so far away. Very convenient. But not convenient enough to save the AI's butt from my cheating. How'd you like that cheating? Huh? I used to watch Legend, but it's frustrating to watch him play on very hard and then basically complain about some units not being good on very hard. Yeah, I mean, the game gets that way. But, I mean, you just have to play different, you know? If he enjoys it, then that's the way he should play. If he doesn't, then he definitely shouldn't play that way. But yeah, the difficulty settings can ruin certain units. That's kind of, I'm playing, the difficulty setting I'm playing on right now doesn't really ruin any units. And when I say cheating, I'm mostly just mad that the AI basically gets infinite money and that their legendary lords are back 2 turns after you kill them. That they get extra movement points, seemingly better retreats, seemingly that kind of stuff is just like nails on a chalkboard for me. It is terrible. Insane micro. Yeah, I know, it's easy to micro when you pause it. That was me getting revenge for the crap they put me through a few minutes ago, and I don't feel bad about it, not for a second. If you think less of me, that's fine. Feel free, but I don't feel bad about it. Look at that. Look at this right here.
Welcome.
We're going to take a look at that after this turn, too, okay? I'm going to point out another very convenient thing that just happened there. No more wars for you, Charon card. Alright, I want you all to see what just happened here.
Greatness ascends.
Okay, see this Empire army here, led by Balthasar Gelt? He was over here, right? He retreated.
Bow.
I want you to see something real quick. There's a road. The road is typically the path that a unit will pathfind on, okay? Notice he didn't discover my ambush. It doesn't say ambush foiled, okay? There's no ambush foiled here. Balthasar just walked in from over here and just happened to walk through this part right here that was just outside of the red circle and got through here, because if he had walked through it and the ambush didn't work, it would have said ambush foiled. I think. I'm pretty sure. If not, the AI knew I was here, even though they shouldn't be able to see me, and walked through here to get past me. I don't know. You all tell me what you think about that one. To me, really looks like they were cheating.
Dread Lord of the Druki.
Of course, you know, I'm biased towards thinking they cheat, but I don't know.
High Beastmaster.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it would have had to have said ambush foiled, because the road goes right through my ambush. And typically when you pathfind through something, there's a river here too, by the way. He wouldn't have had enough movement points to go across the river. Like, he just walked right through my ambush. And it did nothing. Someone can explain it, please. Help me. Like, help me understand it. But I'm pretty sure that's just blatant cheating.
High Beastmaster.
They know I am superior.
And I don't mind the AI being difficult. I don't like the way they do it, but when they give the AI buff stats in a battle, I get that that's just the easiest way to make the AI more difficult. But stuff like this with the movement points and the retreats and being able to move after sacking a city and stuff like that, that's just bullcrap. Like, it doesn't make the game more fun. I guess technically it makes the AI more difficult, but it's just stupid. Well, you're dead, Balthasar. How else to say that? Y'all can see me right now. I'm trying to understand why this auto-resolve is what it is. Huh. Alright.
I will not be defeated.
I can hear the rage. There's a little bit of rage right now. I just wanted to go and free the Altdorf Zoo. And the game has to, and it's my fault. Air just had to click on the button to join the war with RAKARTH. So I guess it's my fault. Because I should have just dumped RAKARTH because they're just a bunch of idiots. And then I could have marched up to Altdorf. We could have freed the zoo. You all would have had less salt in your life. We're at dangerously high sodium content right now, folks. It is dangerously high sodium content. Average. This. Able to shoot up a bunch of stuff. Alright.
Merciless warriors!
But I guess in the end it's my fault, isn't it? I shouldn't have clicked the button. Shouldn't have clicked the button. That's all there was to it. Shouldn't have clicked the button.
RAKARTH! Ruthless!
But will I ever learn my lesson? And the answer is no. The answer is no. I'll just get salty, blame it on the AI, and the cycle repeats.
Sorceress of Grond! All powerful! On to murder! Sorceress of Grond!
Plague of Rust. Yeah, sure. That makes you feel better about yourself, Balti. Alright, I took out their grenade launchers and some of their other stuff on the initial salvo.
Onwards to murder!
Alright, RAKARTH, go dump on those Gundermans.
Die, scum!
Take those. Death Jacks. Alright, I'm all over their missile units. Got an attack order here. Shades. Let it rip. Got the cavalry out here. In fact, I'm gonna nuke their cavalry because I don't want it getting away and attacking me. So let's see if the auto-resolve was anywhere near accurate here. Something tells me it's not. I don't know, call it a hunch. Hey, Balthasar, lay off it. You know? I'll speak to you if I want you to speak. Alright, the massacre is well underway. Their infantry is the only thing holding out. Moments. Arno over here. Their missiles are doing nothing to me. Their cavalry got wrecked. Their missiles are now wrecked. Just got another unit of archers here to knock out. How do I not get more terror routes than I do? It seems a little strange. Balthasar is nowhere near to be able to support over here. I ignore those guns because they're way out of position. Kill the Witch Hunter. Dragon finish that stuff. And there's the chain route. Now, Drake Cleaver has a 60 bonus versus large. I'm hoping Balthasar has some huge resistance or something to explain how he's still alive.
Pain, suffering, death!
Because otherwise, we're talking about like a 1 or 2 hit kill here on Balthasar with that kind of bonus versus large and the amount of damage that we do. Now we're just doing the pushing the unit. So anyway, I don't think he can retreat though because of the stance he was in, so he should be alright. People are talking about here. It's definitely very misleading. It's slightly better in 3K though. At least they split the info a bit. Are you guys talking about the way that the diplomacy works in 3K? Because it is quite a bit better. It's not perfect, but at least it is a little clearer. It's a little clearer. I don't know what the power bar was doing here. It could be because Balthasar is technically pretty strong if you know how to use him right. Like, that might be part of the reason why the power bar was up here. Maybe it was the ranged units. I don't know. I'm really curious what the AI thought was so good in this army that it was giving it like a 50-50 chance against me. Pair of Carthage. Now, one thing that I can forget is the auto-resolve is not necessarily your chances of winning, but also your perceived losses. CA stated that. Okay, well, I guess maybe they're thinking that I'm just gonna, like, park myself and get in a missile fight, let the AI kill a bunch of my troops in a missile fight, maybe, then? I don't know how they calculate that missile fight, but if that's the case, it must be thinking that I'm just gonna kind of park my missiles and just let them take it, you know?
Tyrant of Nagaroth. High Beastmaster.
We can cut through a couple more of their armies. I might have a good opportunity to move forward, but we have some really tough settlements to knock our way through.
My name shall
and
echo
Black
through
Ark
the
support would help a lot. It's very misleading. I forget it constantly. Yeah, I mean, obviously I wasn't even thinking about it. Alright. Need another Black Ark at the moment.
I smell treachery.
I smell treachery. It does smell rather treacherous out here. Probably from Oliveir's cheating. Let's see, let's grab some Doom. Be fun.
They bow only to RAKARTH.
They better bow to RAKARTH. Let's get some blade. Okay. Let's see what we end up with. So we've knocked out multiple Empire armies. They'll be retraining them fairly quick, but it's something. It helps, right? To get rid of some of their troops here, because you can still see, though, that the power bar, as far as it shows up there in the turn end, is still massively against us. So even having knocked out however many stacks of their troops here, they're clearly recruiting them still very quickly, or they still just have a bunch. Which is possible, because the Empire is usually very powerful during campaigns these days. You know what? I'll spend a little cash on this. Spend a little cash on this.
What rare beasts
okay. Alright, let's do some... I don't know if it'll do any good, but let's try something. Let's go into the diplomacy. I'm gonna go over here to our new allies.
Yes.
First of all, give me a trade agreement.
Waiting, but you have my time. Without doubt.
Okay, thank you. And second of all, I need you to get in here and start putting some pressure on the Empire. So I'm gonna give them that order. I'm back out of here. Let's talk to the World Walkers here. They're not very strong, but they're willing to consider a military alliance. Okay, come on now.
Without doubt.
Okay, that's good enough. That's something. I'll take it. No. Hey, go back to the World Walkers.
Undefeated.
Alright, my allies are weak and pathetic, but, you know, I'll take something. Something's better than nothing. What happened to... Okay, so the Wood Elves did me a favor and hurt Bretonnia there. I'm just going to give them an order there. Now, let's get to some other allies here. We lose our Greenskin allies? Nope, Skull Smashers is still here. Let's give them an attack order. A fort up here. It's a little bit suicidal, but if they do it, it'll be helpful.
Can I offer assistance?
No, I didn't mean to click on you. You can shut up.
Master of
Kieran
treaty.
Carr, who does all this war declaring. Let's give them a target. I don't know, just see if we can get some of these people to come join in the fight. Probably not likely, but just see what we can do, okay? See what we can do.
I tame the untamable. Such slaughter awaits. Anchors away.
Move my Black Ark around here. I think it's still going to be in bombardment range.
Beast
Do I dare
commander.
move up and look to see what the AI has coming at me?
Moving the flock. Patrolling.
I don't see anything here, but I think we've all learned what that really means.
Awaiting the prey.
I'm gonna put a quick save here just in case. But doing what seems like a prudent move. Have to keep plenty of movement points in RAKARTH to be able to fall back if I step into a bad situation. We can see the fort. The fort is not defended at the moment. Head into the ambush stance. Now, if we are going to pull this off, we're going to have to do it quickly. Like I said, no doubt the Empire is going to be moving up reinforcement forces very rapidly.
High Beastmaster.
They will surely turn upon me.
Alright. Here we go. Let's see what happens next.
Come, see my
I have a lot of money, but I can't build anything. I guess on Albion's the only place I can build anything. Might as well do that. And build up the slave market while we're at it. Okay, alright. Another building I don't particularly need at the moment. Now we're gonna get a rebellion over here. That kind of sucks, but actually really don't want to lose that because it's a trade port. I have others, so I don't think it'll stop me from trading, but it is unfortunate. It is income. Who knows, maybe we can beat back the attack. See what the Empire does here. Alright, 50 armies out of the void. No, but one. I have a freaking Luminarch, and it's Boris Todbringer.
Show them nature's cruelty.
Look at that! He wasn't in my line of sight. He was nowhere in my line of sight. The only way this is possible is if he was laying in ambush. If he was laying in ambush, is the only way this is possible. Do you see how far he moved? Tell me the player could do that.
Send them to the underworld.
Yeah. Alright, I'm not going to talk about it. Breathe in. And breathe the salt out. In. Salt out. There we go. Alright. Calming. Works. Alright. I'm feeling calm now. I think I found the point of inner peace here. Inner peace. What did he have in his army? Was there cavalry in that army? Can anybody remember?
Merciless warriors.
Eager for battle. Dark Rider crossbows.
They have Todbringer, it's over. Did they have cavalry? I can't remember.
Beastmaster.
Alright.
We are ready.
I was busy expelling the salt and forgot to look to see if they had cavalry. Alright, here we go.
Merciless warriors.
I want to kill their Luminarch. Like, the instant the battle starts, I want to nuke their Luminarch. I don't know if it's going to happen, and I can't remember what kind of stuff they had. My shades are visible because they're firing. Yeah, their Luminarch is in firing range. They get run down? Possibly. Got an Empire Knight there. Empire Knight, Toddy is flying, but he's not on a Griffin. Alright, nuke the Luminarch. We have a fire mission on the Luminarch. I'm gonna Doom Bolt. Yeah. Dragging up to support. Yeah, let's crossbows to. Alright, here we go. Let's go.
Dealers in death.
Want the Luminarch dead. Really, that's all the damage we did to a big giant Luminarch? Feel like we can do better. And of course it gets a shot off. Alright. And of course my shades have a big giant hole in the middle of them. But we did get the Luminarch. Alright, fall back, fall back, fall back, fall back. Good stuff, good stuff. Acceptable. We'll swing around here and get that artillery.
We are ready.
Soul light these guys. Crossbow fire in here. I'm gonna swing around to the flank with this unit. Let's get a dark conduit right here. Go get that hammer of witches. I'm pretty sure I told my shades to fall back, but I guess they just didn't follow the orders, so always convenient when it works out that way. The artillery. Got a little bit of trouble going on that flank. Let's get some bombardments going. Right. Artillery at least going to be out of the mix. Shades, we got to kill this infantry. Let's get another ability going over here. And let's get another bombardment fired up. Here should do. Alright, cleaned up the artillery. Let's keep working on it. Dragon got that. Get some nice flank shots here. Little Doom Bolt. Alright, there we go. Shades, you need to unblob. Finish that off actually before you unblob. Okay, run away. I don't want to engage those Empire Knights. Alright, let's get this back here to help fight. You all engage there. Dragon, intercept those Knights, please. Go kill that Luminarch. Okay, it rerouted right before it fired. That was actually very lucky for me for once. So I will take it. I feel like I get a lot of that luck, so I will take it when it comes. Let's get my shades spread out and firing again. We need another blob attack here. Okay, you got the Empire Knights pinned down. You got another breath attack we can send screaming through here. Shades. Start giving some fire support into this infantry fight, please. What are you... Oh, I've got great swords and they're standard ones, so they're not lining up the way I want.
Advance!
Hey, how did the spear unit come out of nowhere? And then the Luminarch came back after all that? Come on, CA, please. I mean, at least make it believable. Oh, look at this. Empire Knights just managed to get away conveniently. That's convenient. Crazy how that happens. They just totally pull themselves out of that fight and managed to get the sudden and extremely necessary support they had to have. Alright, our Charybdis should live, even though he initially got a little bit beat up. Can you guys do me a favor and kill Toddy? That'd be great. If you could just kill Toddbringer, that'd be great. Alright, shades, shades, shades. Group 2, melt the cavalry, please. Okay. We done it. Done got it done. Mostly fair and square. Mostly fair and square. I feel like I'm going to be streaming all night this rate. Just wanted to kill the zoo. Was it too much for me to ask? You know? Just wanted to kill the zoo. I didn't feel like that I was asking for too much. Everything goes wrong.
Servitude is your destiny.
Yes, it is, Toddbringer. You should get used to it. Look how far he retreated after that, too! What? He was so far off the screen I couldn't see him. Moves all the way up and attacks me, which is feasible. That first part's feasible. Follows me all the way back and able to lead another attack, and then is able to retreat halfway back to his own territory. He's in his own territory. He got to replenish on that turn in.
High Beastmaster.
He got to retreat all the way back to his own territory from here. Just conveniently, right inside his own territory, so that he gets to replenish on that turn in. I mean, just by chance.
Pound and ravage.
It was just by chance.
Send them to the underworld.
Purely coincidence.
Even pitiful life has value. Critters submit.
Well, I know that I better be as close to my red line or red circle as possible.
No rest for the wild.
I think I'm gonna fall back all the way to the castle just to be safe here.
Wield the wild.
Alright. We done did a lot of damage to the Empire for the moment. Let's see what's going on over here at Fort Hamburger. Alright, I can't see any Empire reinforcements over here. Okay? You all looking? I'm looking. No Empire reinforcements.
Show no mercy.
Still no Empire reinforcements in sight at the moment. Oh my gosh, the auto-resolve is being extremely kind to me here, and I'm taking every last bit of it. Oh, thank you.
All the finery I desire.
Thank you. What happened to this fort? It was a grand fort, and that didn't seem very grand. Am I the only one who felt like that was a little less than grand?
Tamer of dragons. Dragon Master.
It must have gotten sacked somehow. Because it wasn't impregnable. It was this one. It got hit. Either that or it knocked it down a tier after I got it. I don't know. Can't tell.
Feel my wit.
I could have sworn it was bigger than that. Had a bigger garrison, but hey man, I'll take that. I feel like I don't know if I've earned it because I kind of cheated back and all that stuff, but I feel like that I'll take it.
They have doubts
It's all the salt I've suffered. Part of which was my own fault, but still, I can claim that I'm victimized still here. I mean, just an AI program. I don't feel bad about that.
They will surely turn upon me.
All right, Flock of Doom. Let's finish that up. All right, it's on now. I've got an opening. We're gonna head to Isleheart and to Altdorf, hopefully. The Empire has a ton of territory, because I can see it on the edge of the map, like all through here. And they had Balthasar, which means they're confederated way down all the way over here, too. So the Empire is going to be very powerful. I hate how Bretonia still has this settlement right here, keeping them alive. All right.
Fangs and talons.
Whew. Oh, we did it for now. We should pump up this Black Arc as much as possible, because if we can get all the buffs on it to where it's less upkeep, we can keep armies on it for like almost for free. And that would be really great, because then we can sail up to anything that has a port and take it without having to have an army on the ground. Not to mention the benefits of being able to bombard and stuff.
They know I am superior.
So I will take every last bit of it we can get. Alright, here we go. I'm back. How Steve Irwin? Well, he might have possibly died earlier, but Air was mad because AI cheated, and then I cheated back and save scummed, and, everybody's happy now. I mean, the Empire's not happy, but I'm happy about it. And that's all that matters. I wonder if we can pull the vampires into this fight. I mean, I can't imagine they want to fight the Empire, but let's see. Take what I can get at the moment. Feel like a beggar, and I'm not going to be choosy. I wonder if Lorelorn Forest would be willing to take on an unlikely friend. I like trees, Trees are good.
Consider yourself lucky that we didn't send you to parley with the Dryads.
I get it. You don't like me. Feeling's a little mutual. I was gonna try. Brandon, thanks for the 5. He says, hey, Air, on your Alariel campaign videos, what difficulty did you use? I don't remember. Usually I do one of two things. Like, I'll play on like a hard, or I'll play on very hard, very hard. I don't know which one it was. Did I not explain it on the very first episode? That's probably where you should check to start with. Like, see if I mentioned it on the first episode. If I didn't, I honestly don't remember. But those are the typical settings that I play on. Look at this. How much of this I'm gonna have to put up with? Ugh. Stance. I want Marienburg gone. I don't see any defenses, dude. I'm gonna scoot down a little, see if we can still don't spot anything. Alright, we're moving cautiously.
Tear them apart. Blood and
Alright, Marienburg's mine.
Keeping beasts is not cheap.
I really like looting, but I'm not gonna loot at the moment because these are already fairly large settlements, and I kinda just want to take them over.
Savage them beasts. Submit to me.
And keep them in their large size.
The feral don't flinch.
I need this building, and I can demolish it and get some extra cash. Okay.
I have control.
This means we should be able to double team Lewin real quick. Knock Lewin out of the fight.
Careful now. To summon
Don't want a military alliance, even though they're at war with all the same people. Alright. Say I didn't consider offering it.
We Druki all want something.
Yeah, we do.
So
A trade agreement. You didn't want it. So, yeah. I would say, what did you want, Marathi? But I really don't want to know.
Speak.
I don't want to know what Marathi wants.
The Black Tower. Weakling.
Okay, okay.
The mother of the
I get
Druki
it.
will hear your request. No.
I am Malekith, Lord of... I refuse.
Alright. I would say it's worth a shot, but apparently it wasn't.
Lord of the Black Court. I admire your darkness.
Move up. Make sure we're in fire support range here.
I will stay strong.
Let's go ahead and build this. Okay. Okay, good stuff, I think.
Born to command.
Pretty excited about this right now. I feel like we're making progress. Feel like we're making progress. Strength. Let's do this dread slaver. Just gonna pump stuff into our economy.
Knights and peasants. Easy fodder.
Knights and peasants, easy fodder indeed. Easy fodder indeed. Alright, let's see. Drake Cleaver. Oh, feel like we can do it, folks. Feel like if we just keep it up, we can make it to Altdorf, barring some other crazy disaster, and I shouldn't have said anything because now they're probably going to be a crazy disaster. Alright.
Chivalry ends here, mortals.
How many more? It's 32 turns. Holy cow, you gotta wait a long time for that one. Let's do this one.
Knights and peasants. Easy.
Okay, alright. Boy, Air's getting tired. I gotta go take that zoo so I can keep my word. Be at work tomorrow and people are gonna be like, Air, why are you so tired? Why is it taking so long to get your work done? Be like, I had to liberate the zoo, and they're all just gonna be sitting there looking at me like, what is this guy getting on about? Oh, well look who shows up if it ain't Karl Franz. Out of the shadows. Did he come fight me? At Marienburg? No, he didn't come fight me at Marienburg. He went for the undefended settlement. It's hard to believe. It's almost like the AI is scared of me. It's a weird one. Now in a couple of turns I would have had a pretty significantly powerful garrison there, but he showed up at just the right moment, folks. Just the right moment.
Dread Lord of the
It was perfectly timed.
Set the sails. Not likely. Never.
What kind of army did he have?
Bow before RAKARTH.
Cruel and deadly. Absolutely not.
Absolutely yes, I may attack you here.
No.
Because the fort is going to be weak. I kill off Franz.
Nature's torment.
Gotta get rid of this archer spam up here too.
Swarm them.
We're in bombardment range, which is good
Unleash the
news.
horrors. Scatter.
And I have walls.
Show them nature's cruelty.
I don't have walls. Let's go for this.
Time for a mauling.
Let's go for this. Really don't want to fight Franz right now and have to go over those walls, but if I can kill Franz right now and get that out of the way, it's going to delay the Empire. If I don't fight him, he's almost certainly just going to move through the pass and go start attacking my settlements behind my lines. Feel like I need to just clean him out. Get it done. Alright, the full-on archer spam is on.
The merciless host. Nagorothi. Eureka.
Start wrapping up a flank with
Battle ready.
the same dragon that could just go get right in the thick of it. That Medusa sounds very unhappy, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Unhappy Medusa is a more battle-ready Medusa.
Making ground.
Rail Knights.
My
Perfect.
blade hungers.
Exactly what I need to fight right now. Just happen to have a unit of Rail Knights. That is so...
Nagorothi. We understand.
Let's go Doombolt their world.
Order awaits. Beastmaster. Dealers in death. Beastmaster. Executing. Advancing. Nagorothi.
Wow, that did a lot of damage.
We understand.
Got 6,000 more hits like that, and they might die.
Shade. Murder awaits. Death is coming.
There we go. That was a little better. That's a little better. What are they doing? Like, why are they repositioning like this? What is going on?
Carnage awaits. Dark Rider crossbows. Onward.
What is the purpose of this repositioning? Are they gaining some kind of tactical advantage this way? I mean, I don't see it.
Merciless warriors.
What was that? Call that a Black Arc attack? I want to see some serious damage. Where'd their Grail Knights go? Where'd the Grail Knights go? Okay, they're out in front here. I think I'm gonna dive bomb these peasant bows, like, or some of these. Actually, I wonder if I can dive bomb right here in these spearmen, draw the Grail Knights and a couple other melee units in, and then unleash the Dark Conduit ability. Let's see if that'll work. Give me just a second to kind of get a few things set up here. Alright. There we go. Alright, sit play. Actually. Oh, dadgummit, I'm gonna have to come kill these guys real quick.
Suffering for all.
Stupid.
Moving out.
So like these guys. Wait a second on the other abilities. Alright,
The
they're
merciless
gone.
host.
Pull out past them. Shades, start attacking here. Grail Knights is gone. Eat. I don't know if we'll be able to blob those archers in significant fashion with the dragon because they'll fall back from me. Let's pull up behind these guys. Pull up here. Let's get some bombardment started. Around there, maybe. Get lucky. Alright. So far, so good. So far, so good.
On to slaughter!
Let's lay down a beating there.
Advancing!
Arc riders with crossbows, you can just go ahead and get down to business here.
We are ready!
Go ahead and just charge in here. I'm gonna need a soul blight, please. I need the center of this dark conduit to be a little closer to the center of mass here, but I'll just take it because I need it now rather than later.
Dark Rider crossbow.
Not great.
Cold-blooded killers!
Not great.
Cold-blooded killers! At once!
Forward. Without
But we've got their army pretty much full-on routed. Got their lord to deal with here.
Ready! No quarrel!
How are their men-at-arms? Oh, I guess they've got some support here from these squires. Alright, there we go. That'll do it. Alright, the Black Ark support is definitely handy. Like, yeah, the Black Ark is definitely super handy. We need to get an army built up on it, because you can get it for really low upkeep cost, and if we can get a really low upkeep cost army on the Black Ark, that would be super helpful, because then anything with a port is vulnerable. Anything with a port is vulnerable at that point. And it can defend itself in case someone, comes out to attack it. I want to say you can get a lot of really reduced upkeep on like Black Ark units for obvious reasons. Okay, that was not bad. That was actually pretty good exchange for us. I don't really want to occupy Grungzent, but I don't want Bretonia to occupy it either. I really want Bretonia to occupy it either. Okay, now we can start doing quartermaster on this army. Oh yeah, we're getting some cash.
Dread Lord of the
We're getting some cash now. All right, we're gonna do some recruiting. It's only 63 upkeep for Black Ark Corsairs, so we're gonna stack them up. We're gonna stack them up deep.
Bow.
All right, when he's recruiting, does he get fire support? I think still he does.
Dread Lord of Nagaroth.
Punishment rate campaign movement is disabled. Okay, so he can still bombard.
Blood and suffering.
All right, lightning strike won't matter. The rocket's gotta die. I've got a heck of a goon squad. Bronze. It's either on a horse or his griffin. I think he's on the griffin.
Show neither mercy or restraint.
This is there. Probably wants you to go to bed. Yeah, I do have to call it here pretty soon, but I'm gonna try to get to the zoo. Honestly, if we can kill Karl here and get both armies moving together with the support of the Black Ark towards Isleheart, all we got to do is bust through Isleheart, and then Altdorf is pretty close. And I have the money to load up a Black Ark here, so I think it's very possible we can get in here and do what we intended to do. So, but yeah, I do probably have to have a hard stop sometime soon. But I think we can get the job done.
Shades! RAKARTH!
Check it out, I can go like way up here on the wall. Kind of funky. I don't know if that actually really does any good for me, but I don't want to be in range of the rockets to start with, because the rockets are gonna hurt me real bad. I don't want my shades hidden. This is a tough one, because I want them close enough to support. A good blade wind behind the wall might be pretty useful too. Can't risk these units walking up and getting shot in the face by a ton of handgunners. Let's assess the situation here. A bunch of handgunners as expected. The rocket is all the way up in keep, and we're just outside of most of that stuff where we're at. So I should... Here's the rocket range. I gotta... Oh, that rocket range. Okay, so as long as I don't cross that red line right there, I can bring my shades up. So it was like right here. I can bring my shades in range. Let's get the dragons in here to make the disruption first, then bring the shades in range and just let it rain.
Oh, baby! I will go!
Fly back here.
No qualms! Away! Into position! In motion!
Oh, no, don't hit my shades. I didn't want my shades on fire at will. Crap, that was a mistake. Go off fire at will, shades, off fire at will. I'd slow it down again because I moved my dragons too far. Now get back up here. And you come here. Where's RAKARTH? He's flying way up here. RAKARTH is in the stratosphere. Alright, hit the handgunners. I got a steam thing in my way. There we go. Okay, next dragon. Hit the next handgunners. Okay. Let's lay down some breath attacks back here too. Group 1. Come pounce on these handgunners. My shades are invisible at the moment. Let's push up just a little bit, get the shades in range, and then just let them have it. Let's get some bombardments going on all their blobbed up crap over here. Sorry, I didn't get my dragons grouped properly. Okay. There we go. You never realize how much you miss healing until you have a faction that can't heal. I remember where that rocket range was at. I mean, we are just outside of it, like only just. Oh no, they're in range. Oh good, they're shooting at their stuff on the walls. They're gonna hurt their own stuff way more than mine. That's acceptable. Watch this blade wind, folks. About to get real in there. Oh, they unblobbed right when I casted it. That's unfortunate. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. We got a lot of damage done. I got an idea here. Oh my gosh. That artillery. Okay, group 1. Get up here. We gotta go take out some of these. More bombardments. Let's go fight Carl. Except I want one dragon to break off and come kill the rockets. I think that's Drake Cleaver. Drake Cleaver should get some pretty nice bonus on Carl. But, you know, I'm not expecting much because AI cheats. Okay. It's working, I think. I didn't have my guys on fire at will, so that was brilliant. Okay, we're doing it. It's gonna work. Carl's getting wrecked, as he should. Excellent. And the rockets are soon to follow. They just got terrorized. Alright, so the AI's chances of winning just went significantly down. Go bust down the gates. The AI no longer has anything garrisoning the walls. Let's move up. Alright, so the AI has lost their artillery. I want these rocket batteries, like, permanently gone. No backsies. Okay. I want to go blob some units and dark conduit. So I'm thinking attack this greatsword right here and then drop a dark conduit on him. Climb the walls.
We are ready. Understood. Understood.
Yep. That'll be a nice blob. Let's get it really blobbed up. Come on, get your cavalry up here. Let's go. Dive in. Everybody get in this fight. It's a fight you don't want to miss, Empire. No. We all need to be blobbed in one spot. We got to create the largest Empire blob possible. Okay? How this works. Yeah, that's better. Come on, all your units over here. Actually, kind of need to help out Drake Cleaver the most, so I might give him a little help here. That was a pretty good bombardment. Oh, yeah, that was good. If this isn't cheese, well, it is cheese. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Need a little help. We can't get a spell all the way up in here, can we? Is the gate open yet? Come on, monsters. One gate, many monsters. Gate's glitched. Alright, we need some help in this fight. Start losing dragons. Somehow all these state troops have the leadership to sit here and take this even after their general was killed. And they're not Carroburg greatswords either. I don't think I can reach them with Blade Wind. I cannot. Is the gate open? Yes, it is. Dadgummit. Air, wake up. Oh gosh. Need magic. Oh, I lost a dragon. And I'm gonna lose more stuff here. I have another dragon in the pool. Alright, can we army losses at this point? Like, do we have any doubt that army losses would be a very real thing right now if I were on the receiving side of this? Like, is there anyone who believes the Empire is gonna pull this off? Anybody in the chat feel like the Empire's got this? Like, multiple terror-inducing monsters, Lord dead. There's only one Carroburg greatsword in here, but none of the rest of the state troops have suffered a terror out yet. Yeah, let's bring in more monsters. Be a game called How Many Monsters? How many monsters does there have to stack up before we get a terror rout on state troops? Holy smackerel, I'm about to lose my lord in here. Yeah, okay. RAKARTH routs on a dragon in the face of like 3 state troops who are left, but the state troops still haven't routed. Carroburg greatsword, I understand. That makes sense. I can buy that. But there's some normal greatsword units in there, and that does not make any sense. RAKARTH is still routing, and having damage dealt to him. I might add. Not just routing. RAKARTH is still taking more damage. Okay, what are the shades falling back for? I don't remember giving that order.
Sorceress of blood!
He soul steal this loser.
Aria Sharia!
No chain route yet for the Empire. Despite the extremely grim outlook. No chain route. Stand still, Mammoth. Stand still. Good Mammoth, stand still. Alright, chain route? Finally? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Thanks. Have a nice day. Take a hike. Alright. Holy crap. Let's go get Altdorf, folks. Let's go get Altdorf. I'm gonna keep my Black Ark moving along the river to provide fire support. And I'm gonna keep recruiting units on it. By the time we get to Altdorf, hopefully we got the better part of 3 armies. Let's get this done. Let's get this done. I'm so tired, like I feel like just auto-resolving Altdorf. Alright.
As always.
Here we go. Sweet, sweet replenishment. We need it. Alright, we gotta hurry up and end a turn.
They have doubts about me.
Whew. Boy. Feeling the burn here.
I smell treachery.
Alright. Okay. Settlement lost. Settlement's not lost. We took it back, so say what you want. Got it. Growth. RAKARTH. Beautiful soul. They're working on with him. Pack Hunter. Sea Dragon Cloak. Missile string needs. Let's just make RAKARTH stronger. Seems like he's getting beat up a lot more than he should. Alright, end the turn. Well, we've got to have put some hurt on the Empire. Let's see what the power bar looks like here. Of course, now my army's kind of beat up, so the power bar may make me look a little weaker for a turn. Yeah, look, it didn't even put a dent in the power bar against the Rex. They've still got, like, almost all their power. Though, look at this, Norska. Norska came through. So Bjornling took a settlement over here. Let's give him a new target. Huh? Marienburg's under siege? Is that a joke? A joke? Alright. We can do it, folks. We can do it. It's so close. Alright, Steve Irwin, can you come down here and get these mad Bretonians off us? I think this is the end of their faction.
Tear flesh from bone.
The Druki have no
Cream
master.
of the crop.
Oh, it's beautiful. Coron's destroyed. Alright.
Beast commander. On the prowl.
Isleheart does have a somewhat sizable garrison. Forward.
A vile plan. Sail, damn you! Short-sighted.
Let's see here. Alright, let's get back into Dread Expansion, keep recruiting. And we could also come in here. Do you get beast pins with these guys? Yes, we do get beast pins. Okay, the beast pins are no, they're not separate. Not recruit units. Why not? Like, why can't I recruit units? Huh? Huh? What? I thought I had another dragon in my beast pens too. Remember I did that event. I guess, did I give it to someone else? Yeah, not here, not here. Dang. Thought I had another dragon. Crap. Well,
secure.
I'm gonna have to put another unit into. It's the best unit I can put in here. Or is most useful.
Another enemy devoured.
I don't know, melee cavalry always ends up sucking, but then elite infantry just gets shot by all their artillery. Let's just go with the Knights of the Ebon Claw for now. Okay.
RAKARTH is supreme.
Just want to get Altdorf. Air be tired. Air needs sleep.
All shall behold my greatness.
Fangs and talons.
Stir.
They will surely turn upon me.
Okay, alright.
I must not fail.
Build up Fort Hamburger. Alright, we're going to be getting significantly stronger over the next few turns because our Black Ark is going to be stacking up a big army. I guess the Black Arks can't pull in the beasts. He just walked right past me.
Death and carnage await.
What is this strategy? Like sheer stupidity? Like what is the name of the strategy where you just walk right past two armies threatening your territory just so that you can get a cheap raid off of a settlement that doesn't even matter? Who writes the code for this stuff? Is it worth sacrificing that? Oh my goodness, no. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. Got enough stuff going on right now. Alright.
Witness my strength, Brachus. Wrath of the Beast Lord.
How can he retreat? Fort Hamburger has a zone of control. How can he retreat? I'll show you some retreat. I got some retreat for you.
I approve of these dark deeds.
I got some retreat for you.
We have a deal.
Yeah, I got some big fat retreat for you.
Healed beasts of Druki. Swarm them.
Oh, don't worry, Balthasar. I got more.
Satisfy your blood,
Hang tight.
minions. Feed minions.
Hang tight. Comes player number 2.
This way. Beasts, kill.
Oh, yeah, it's still 50-50. Yeah, that happens. It's almost like we're giving the AI better chances than they deserve or something. Folks, it is late. I really want to get to Altdorf, but I just don't have time for this. Let me see what happens if I auto-resolve this. I'm going to do a quick save.
Show them nature's cruelty. Send them to the underworld.
I'll take it. We didn't lose a single unit. We almost did. But we didn't. I'll take it. But watch there be like 3 more Empire armies right behind that one. Don't you know that's about what's going to happen here. So close to the prize. Like, we're so close to the prize.
High Beastmaster.
Alright, replenishment will be very rapid. Alright, replenishment will be rapid. It's gotta hurry. Hurry.
I tame the untamable.
Scourge. Probably. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Turn. We can just plow through Karroburg, and it's straight on to Altdorf. Karroburg should be a fairly easy auto-resolve. I don't even care if the Empire gets behind me right now. I just want to get to Altdorf. Whole dadgum huge army with a griffin just walked into Karroburg. Dadgummit. Never easy, folks. It's never easy. Can't just cooperate, of course. What is this, a rebellion?
Draw
Whatever,
your
rebel.
blades.
Have your
We
fun.
fight.
See you later. One likes you anyway.
The price of failure is high. The ocean awaits.
2 whole armies.
I
Of
cannot.
course. And one of them's Karl Franz.
Dread Lord of the Druki. Lord of the Wild Things.
I just don't have time for this. I don't have time for it.
Dragon Master.
What now? Set the sails. Such slaughter awaits.
Submit to me.
I have one army outside of here. Might be able to lightning strike it.
Devour them.
Just go lock them in.
Never. Ready to ravage.
See what happens.
Too strong.
Circle.
Show neither mercy or restraint.
Why I would show any of those anyway. What happens if I attack this one?
To the fray.
Runs away. Excellent. Stay close.
Beware the stampede.
There we go.
Flee.
That's what I was looking for. No, they killed
My name
Silverback.
shall echo
Those
through the
monsters.
ages.
And they took a great sword from me.
Keeping beasts is not cheap.
Man.
The beast lord
Monsters.
ascended.
How come I don't have any good animals anymore? Like, I've been doing all this stuff and I just get harpies for it.
A monstrous triumph.
Blades, you're in. Singing Doom, you're in. Alright.
To the victors. Spoils of
Oh no, we're not occupying Altdorf. I'm burning it to the ground.
This wretch does not respect.
After all this, I'm not occupying it. It is going to be a flaming ruin. Covered in
They
beast
know
dung.
I am superior.
I'm not even sure I'm going to give them the dignity of a battle. I'm pretty sure if I can get away with it, I'm just going to auto-resolve it and then, like, burn it to the ground.
I smell treachery.
Noble born.
Okay. You want good beast attacking wood elf settlements? Give a ton of dragons? Good to know.
I strongly suggest you accede.
Okay, I'm down with this. I'll take some wicked Skaven allies right now. They're gonna move into Altdorf, surely, right? No. Massive counterattack. By none other than Boris Todbringer. Folks, I wanted to get you to the zoo. Okay? I really wanted to get you to the zoo. I don't have time for this. I can't fight this. 3 freaking armies.
Time for a mauling.
Of course, it's gonna give me a defeat if I auto-resolve it, so I'm sorry. I've got to call it. Like, yeah, I don't have time for this. This is gonna be another 10 or 15 minutes of annoying fighting on the battle map, and I just can't do it right now. I've got to get some sleep. I tried. I brought us to the doorstep even with all the nonsense, and I went a long time. Mrs. Air has been very patient with me. I probably shouldn't push it any further. I really need to call it a night. It has been fun, though, despite the saltiness. Don't worry. Like, just because I get salty doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I do. Boy, this gets old. Like, how does Altdorf have any money? How many armies have they lost to me? How many settlements have they lost to me? How do they have any money at this point? This is where I feel like the game needs to institute a massive leadership penalty, either to the player or the faction you're fighting. Like, when you have defeated them over and over and over and over again, let's say like 10 defeats, suffered 10 defeats in the same war, you should get like a 50% leadership penalty coming into battle. Like, it should just hack off half their leadership. Because your faction wouldn't have the confidence to fight.
Scatter!
Okay, anyway, I've saved it here. I'm gonna do a proper save here, not just a quick save here too. And we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up. We'll be streaming again soon. Y'all hang tight, okay? Thanks for joining tonight. I will see you soon. Air of Carthage, signing out.